Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Welcome aboard. It is another Mentorship Monday. We've got ALGOBOX results, we got open mic night, so that means a ton of fun. If this is your first time with us, you have been missing out. Make sure that you know trading is risky, but if it's for you, this is probably the place for you too. All right, thanks for hanging out. So if you are not following us already over here on our social media, there it is. Especially here on Instagram, you're gonna have a whole lot of fun there seeing all the cool behind the scenes stuff and all of our memes and fun stuff like that. Here, if you wanna learn how we earn, learn right there in our Discord channel chat. We're gonna be hopping right in there here tonight. My name is Vinny Emini, and let's get into some things here tonight. So open mic night, if you guys would like to come on board. Housekeeping stuff first, right there. Pop into that Vinny Emini Jams Live, and we will hear you right here. You can bring your questions here tonight. I am going to start out with a few questions that have been put into the Ask Vinny Questions section. So if you are not able to attend some of our stuff, come right up in here into our public section, and you'll see this section here where it says Ask Vinny Questions. So I'm going to come right in here. We're going to answer a few of these to start here tonight, and then we've got some really cool stuff here tonight. I'm going to show you guys one of our own members who is a YouTuber. I don't know why these ICT sock puppet accounts are out there like, Vinny, if your stuff is so good, wouldn't there be people out there on YouTube doing? I haven't seen not one person on YouTube talking about your stuff. Well, that's because they don't look very far, but I'm going to show a few of those here tonight. One of those being Mike Schwartz. Special shout outs to Mark Cox and Yangi. A few of the others that are out there also putting our stuff out there. Lots of folks out there on Instagram now as well, showcasing what we do here with ALGOBOX. So, you know, it's not necessary, but I will tell you guys, I truly do appreciate you guys who are putting some of our stuff out there. But here's the thing, I've said this before, like, a lot of these other groups are out there touting and promoting their stuff all over the place with sock puppet accounts, and if you really ask yourself this, if you have a successful system like ours, and ALGOBOX, you're doing quite well with the system, do you really need to go out there and reteach? Like, if I'm doing a good job teaching, and you are successful with our system with my teaching, why do you need to go and reteach it? So, you know, some of those things, like, they don't really think those things all the way through, because other systems, it's not like that. Anybody can go out there, they're all the same. We are not the same. So let me, without further ado, let's talk to a few of the folks who are hanging out. What's up, David Marshall, Captain Price, Justin, Taskmaster, Era, Sniper. I know we got some folks here in our live chat. We got Curtis G, amongst others, and Dr. Noise, all that kind of fun stuff. You guys rock. Can't wait for another good evening here with you tonight. There's going to be a lot to learn. We're going to cover some of the stuff on the Mac V Ultimate, one of the new features in our room. If you guys haven't seen that yet, on the left-hand side, click right here. And again, this is all public to, you know, free right now. You guys can go check it out. Click on it right here, and you will see those ALGOBOX alerts. And if you're kind of like, well, what do we do with all this? We're going to talk about some of this here tonight. That's been some of the questions that have come up. But if you want a question answered and you're not able to attend one of our things, put it here in the Ask Vinny question section. I'll put it into next Monday night's deal. We do Mentorship Monday. That's what this is, as well as open mic night now. So let's talk about some of these questions here. I want to start with this one right up here from today. Roberto said, when will the Lunchbot video on algo bars coming up? Okay, well, that's kind of a funny question, because this is in the video list. So Roberto, I'm gonna, you know, look, we do things, we just do it real around here, okay? I'm not here to hurt your feelings, but I want to make sure that you understand that, bro, there are literally 3 videos around this entire topic where I go in depth to this stuff. So it saddens my heart sometimes when you guys are like, you know, when are you gonna do the thing? And I'm like, that's the implying that I haven't already. So if I come right here, I'm gonna teach you guys how to find your own stuff. Okay, so come to my YouTube channel, and you wanna find a topic. So let's see if Vinny's ever done anything on Lunchbot. I guess I've never done anything on Lunchbot, right? Well, that means then there shouldn't be anything that oh, well, I guess, I don't know, strike one on that one here tonight. So again, if you do gonna ask a question in the Ask Vinny question section, I'm gonna answer it, but you might not like the answer. Hey, stupid. Why don't you look, open your eyes, and don't say things like, when are you gonna? Well, already done it. Let's see, what was this, 6 months ago? Yeah, about a half a year ago. So way ahead of the game there, bro. Yeah, so hopefully that answers your question on that one. Lunchbot stuff. We go and do some other Lunchbot things. You want to see me, or like the original Lunchbot. You know, a lot of modifications to the current one here, but this is the current parts 1, 2, and 3. It's a 3-parter. Things more than what is that? What, an hour and 20 minutes or so plus? So yeah, there we go. Going to the next question here. I saw your videos, but I'm not sure if I understand how to work with Tide and Wave. Oh, let me come back up here real quick. What are the inputs correct? Folks, I answer all this in that video. And algo bars, first of all, you know, I don't really recommend that you run run the system on algo bars unless you leave it on the settings that we already put in. Otherwise, you need to do it on range bars, and we talk about that in the video. So hopefully that answers the second part of your question there as well, but it's in that video on that. So you should be using range bars. Okay, optimize for range if you're gonna optimize. Although most of it, I would just leave it on the default settings. That's the beautiful thing about LunchBot is it is very, very simple, and we just keep it at the settings that I've got set there for you, which is why I kind of give it to you guys and let you just use it, because there's not a whole lot of settings and not a lot of fluff to deal with it. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful to you. Let's see, I haven't saw your videos, but I'm not sure if I understand how to work with Tide and Wave. He means Wave. So Tide and Wave, yeah. So two of the high time frame charts on the Tide and the Wave. We do have videos on this. I'm not going to cover this one here tonight, but what I will do is I will put this on my list to go, and first I will find the video where we talk about the Tide. The Tide is always going to be on the 89. This happens to come directly from fib numbers, okay? So you got a fib number there. All of ours, you'll notice in general, are going to be some sequence of fib. Some people have asked before, like if I wanted an alternate to the 89 and I wanted something a little bit faster than that, what would I do? Well, the 55, right? If you know the fib sequences, go and Google that. It's a quick Google, and we've got some videos along that. You know, the 55, 34, 21s. You can go through that whole list of what the fib sequences are. If you're going to use ranges for predicting the next bar, this is what our system does, okay? Now, as far as the wave goes, remember, we optimize this each week on Monday nights. I put that out last night, if you guys didn't catch that. Every Monday, it goes into the public chat. If you are a premium member, come on down here to the premium members only section. And of course, one of the first few things you're going to see there is, oops, where'd it go? Oh, somebody else is typing ranges. No, that doesn't work, folks. You gotta wait. Where's the one I posted? Scrolling, here it is. So here it is from last night. Yes, so if you don't know how to use this grid, you know, go watch the videos on this, and there are the periods that you need to enter in on your charts for the ideal optimization for the wave chart. Now, as far as predicting and determining what's going on those charts, remember our system is good at predicting the next bar. And what's the next bar? Well, if it's on the 24 range, then it's 24 ticks. If it's 18 ticks, it's 18. If it's 18 bar, 18 range, it's 18 ticks. We are predicting the next X number of ticks. And that is what our system is good at doing. We go into depth on that, and I will go into that in another video, not here tonight, because that is a very lengthy topic, needs its own video. So thank you for the question. I will try to point you to the video, and I'll see if it's lacking. Anywhere that it is, I will do another video on that for Thursday of this week. All right. So coming back to, we're almost rounding out the Ask Vinny question section. We're going to go right into some examples from our boy Mike Schwartz himself, and I think you guys are going to get a lot from it. He had some great advice, but then I've got some others. We're going to be doing some critiques to help him out, and you guys can do the same. I'll kind of talk to you guys about that here in a moment. Let's see. I would love to do the explanation of higher time frames. Oh, another person saying they'd like. Okay, so that's twofer. All right, we got two people saying they'd like to see some stuff on the higher time frames. Now, I don't understand the obsession with higher time frames, to be quite honest, because I mean, I just want to go and pick up bags. I want to fire through 5 trades in an hour. Right? My method. Remember, I'm teaching you guys my way. Right? If you guys want to know my way, okay, I'm popping through 5 trades in an hour or less. Right? Now, up to 90 minutes if the markets are slow, or you know, we're just getting the markets just absolutely crushing it. Then we're gonna go up to 90 minutes. 60 to 90 minutes. Why? Because the human mind is capable of the maximum levels of concentration for 60 to 90 minutes. This has scientifically been proven, all that kind of good stuff, and we try to do things as scientifically as possible around here. So we just maximize what the human body can do. So that's where the 60 to 90 minutes comes from, by the way, and it minimizes your risk, how long you're exposed to the market. There is a time level of risk on top of monetary, which everybody gets monetary, so we put that extra oomph to it. We also have a time frame that we are firing off those trades, and I think Mike Schwartz did a great job of talking about that as well. But we will go ahead, and since there are 2, we will talk about some higher time frames on Thursday's video, so come back for that one on the deep dives high time frames, and I'll go into more detail on how I look at the high time frames, give myself a guideline, but I never make decisions off the high time frames. Think about what I just said. Full stop, pause the music, listen to this. I never make an entry decision based on the higher time frames. Full stop. So if I don't do it and I'm more successful than you and trading better than you, then why do you feel the necessity to trade off the higher time frames? it's really not necessary. We'll talk more about that come Thursday, but I don't want you to get too wrapped up in it because, again, our strategies are for picking up those 10, 15, 25 ticks over and over and over again, picking up the bags of money that the market drops, okay? Bam, we hit it. Bam, we hit it. Bam, we hit it. Get the confluence, pick up the bag. Boom, done, okay? Now, can you catch some of the bigger ones? Yes, and I'll talk about that on Thursday when that is going with the entry that you've already got, particularly around the delta. We're going to show you guys not delta like you've seen before. We're going to talk about flow master delta to give you that trigger point on looking for a higher time frame position where you can hold something with a longer push, where you're getting continuation, where you're using target 3 and maximizing your winners, adding to that position as it moves your direction. We'll go through that heavy on Thursday. All right. Wilbur said, another look at the algo matrix. Do I have it right in the algo matrix? Is on the MACD, the 5, the 2 ripples. This was out of the box as set up. No, Wilbur. So I made a whole video around that one. Again, I don't mind the questions in here, folks, but I wonder, can you guys help me out? Like, what's the deal with me making literally videos around topics like this? And I'm just going to go ahead and show this again. So Wilbur, this is for you. I'm gonna go here. So did we make anything talking specifically around the algo matrix? I'm gonna type right here, algo matrix. Let's see. Oh, well, what do you know? There's a algo matrix training, single chart layouts right here. We got another one, algo matrix, single chart, part 2. Like we got a 2-parter here. A lot of details in those, so it kind of makes me sad. I cried a little bit when you guys were like, "And do I have it right?" I literally lay it out here. I talk about what charts you should have it on, which ones you shouldn't, and it depends. So there is a depends part on this. It depends on you, Wilbur. So I have I have multiple questions back to you on what's your current setup, how many charts do you have? I doesn't look like you're a current member because you're in white here, and feel like you might have been an ICT member. I apologize. Actually, I think you were. So we need to get you converted if you are interested in taking me up on my offer for having ALGOBOX for free for the people who got borked by ICT. So if that's you, or if you're listening to this video now, if you're an ICT student and you've gotten borked by ICT and you would like to use ALGOBOX for free, come talk to me and we'll get you hooked up. But right now, it doesn't look like you are turned blue. So that tells me one thing, Wilbur, we need to get you set up. So come talk to me in direct message tomorrow and we'll try to get you set up with that ICT special there, okay? Also, if you cannot afford my system, folks, I'm going to reiterate again, you can use my system for free. Just need to come talk to me if you would like to qualify for our Helping Hands program, and we understand. Okay, cool. All right, yes, no, but first of all, no, you don't need the algo matrix on all 3. It's like the whole reason why we talked about the whole thing. And coming out of the box like that, yes, because in the event that you want to look at one specific chart, there's a lot of reasons why it's there, but please go watch the video on that for the details around that. All right, so Dr. Make Some Noise said, I was thinking about the MACV Ultimate and how things like this provide some real-time value to the crew. Okay, that sounds pretty diminishing. It's not some real-time value, it's a lot of real-time value. After hammering down the importance of music in the Fear video, have you ever thought of creating some sort of trading radio that people can listen to together while trading? That's a great idea. Yes, everyone can hit the play button to play this, but I'm talking about synced up audio. That's a good point. Yeah, cohesion. I know there's Vinny tunes and playlists, but I'm sure there's power in everyone listening to the same tune at the same time. It's an idea of uniformity and unity. Yeah, exactly. That has a lot of power, knowing that other people are riding along with. Yes. There might be room for special announcement or other things you might usually not address in videos. Is something you would consider. Great idea! Yes, I'm going to put this in the wish list section. So I'm going to this, copy, and if you guys want to put something in the wish list area, pop in our wish list and pop that in there and put that Dr. Make Some Noise. Cool. Yeah, no, that's a great idea. We'll pop that playlist. Now, let's get into some cool stuff. We are going to answer more questions at the end. So if you have questions, again, I would encourage you guys, hop over here into the Vinny Emini, the Vinny Jams live section. Just click it. All you do is literally come in here, click the button, bam, you're in there on the audio mic. Make sure you unmute yourself and we'll have a chat here at the very end. I'll be answering questions directly live with you guys, but I want to go through Mike Schwartz's video here tonight. You guys are going to learn a ton from this. Just put your learning hats on and let's let Big Mike, take it away. And I'm not talking about Big Mike from Big Mike's Trading, because that guy's a fucking moron. Pardon my French. But let's talk about Mike Schwartz, who did a fantastic job in this video talking about, I'm going to say that this came straight from the segue. If you did not see the video of overcoming fear, Mike really played into that, off of that, and of course in that video I did mention Mike, him giving me the idea that he's actually show you guys the actual him doing it live, putting himself into a negative position and then working his way out. He does an amazing job here, but I'm also going to give some feedback that I think he also kind of needs with some of this stuff. I am going to play this a little bit faster than what he's talking so that we can get through some of this here tonight. If it's a little bit too fast for you, feel free to go and watch Mike's video. I'll put a link down in the description as well, and let's play into it here and start and listen to Mike as I also do some critiques. But let me pop over to the chat here. Were there any questions? Any nice explanations? Yeah, he does a pretty good job of things. If he got them right. So this is actually what I want to talk about. Why it's so critical for me to get Mike on the right page of some things, because some of the stuff he gets wrong here tonight. In fact, some of you guys will be able to actually issue corrections to him as well. He even mentions it, and I appreciate his humbleness to, you know, admit that some of the stuff he doesn't know. Again, he's been trading a very, very long time, but he's, you know, just come into the ALGOBOX team within this year, and I think he's only maybe 3 months into our program. So, you know, give him some credit as he kind of messes some things up in this video, but let's help him out. Let's give him some feedback. And I think you guys are going to get some as well if you are in his position. You know, there's a few other people, even Mark Cox of Mark Cox Investing, who's also done some YouTube videos talking about our system. You know, some of the stuff he got, you know, a little off. I don't want to specifically say wrong, but I mean, they were. There's some wrong things and some things where it's just like he's fuzzy on it. So let's clear some of that up. That's what we're here for. So without further ado, let's play it with some Mike Schwartz, everybody. Here we go.
I'll share with you guys something that is very, very important, and a lot of you guys can probably relate to this, and I have a way to actually solve the problem for you. Now, have you ever been trading and maybe you started off the morning, and this day right here, it's 8:35 a.m. and maybe it's a little bit later in the day for you or whatnot, but and you place a couple trades like, yikes, I'm already down. Now, this is a simulated account playback, but you're down at $1,075 or you're down at $100. Everybody's, you know, pain point or aggravation level is going to be at a different levels. For some people, they lose 50 bucks and, you know, they unravel. Some people, it takes $2, $3, $4, $5, even $10,000 before they really start, you know, making mistakes and the stress starts to build up. So what I would suggest for traders out there is, you know what your threshold is, because here's the problem as traders, what we tend to do a lot of times. One of the things that we'll do is we'll simply go, okay, yeah, I'm down right here. Let me just get out of the way. I don't want to look at those red numbers. You'll see this. Well, how can I go ahead and get rid of this? Whew, all right, I'll get rid of it, and I'm not looking at it. I'm not going to pay attention to it right now. And if they're selling a trade, they'll just say, well, I'm going to pray that it comes back. And, you know, hope is not a strategy, guys. Hoping that your trade is going to work out is probably not going to work out very well from you. Hiding from, you know, the bad situation that has already taken place or that you're currently in distress under or over is, you know, has to be addressed. We have to find ways that, one, we can knock it down this amount of money, which
What's up, John Manigold? Hey, so I do want to I'm going to talk about a couple of my pet peeves. This is a huge thing. So he went up there and turned the chart trader off. Like, well, first of all, our system, you're not going to do that. I mean, I don't know of a lot of people that are turning their chart trader off completely, but I will say what they normally will do is there is a way that you can take this number and scroll over here to the right, and instead of it showing dollars, okay, some people are like, oh man, it scares me when I see that $1,000 thing. I don't like to see the negative reds. These participation award kids, listen folks, if you were a participation award kid, meaning you never competed and everybody won, all that kind of crap that you used to do, listen to me. Your parents did you wrong, your coaches did you wrong, all right? There are winners and losers in life. Stop being a participation award trophy kid, okay? Let's move past it. This is not fly around here, all right? You need to look at the dollars, okay? You are making dollars. We are not sitting there playing points games. Yes, you should be thinking like a video game, but this needs to be numbed. We talked about this in my overcoming fear video. Do not turn this off. Do not change this to points. Do not change this to ticks. Do not change this to anything. You need to stare those dollars in the face and you need to grow a pair. You understand? Now, ladies, you know, you get my whole point. You need to grow up. How about that? All right, you need to understand, like, these are dollars and cents coming in and coming out. Get used to it. Now, do not turn this off. Don't turn the side stuff off. Big pet peeves of mine. Just want to throw that in there. Don't do it. I don't want to see it on your charts. Some of you guys have it, and you know who you are. I'm going to give you a chance to go and correct it, but if I see him in the room this week, you're mine. You understand? Don't do it. All right, play.
Whichever number your threshold is. But two, if we're down this amount of money, we need to set a set of rules in place so we don't make things worse. Now, the worst thing we can do as traders is I got to get it back. I got to get it back. I got to get it back. Because if we start chasing the monetary value versus chasing the trade setup, then ultimately you're probably going to blow up your account. And in today's video, I want to help stop you from blowing up your trading account. I'm going to give you guys a solution so this doesn't scare you so much once you're down. I'm down on a regular basis, intraday or whatever the case may be. And over the years, I've learned how to deal with it. The times when I haven't dealt with it very well, which one of those times was back in 2008. In 2008, I had a very large option position size on it. I was like, I just kept not looking at it. And you know what? That was my biggest loss to date in that short time span. At roughly about a month, I lost, a little over $30,000 in that learning environment. And I don't regret that. Looking back, it was a rough time when I went through it then, but looking back now, I'm actually glad that I got a chance to go through that. It helped me become the trader that I am today. Now, do I ever have days where I'm off kilter a little bit? I make mistakes. I let things frustrate me a bit. Yes. And again, I'm going to share with you guys exactly how we can overcome this in this video. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is, now, if this was a real account, it would be nice if we could just simply slide the slider back and, replay what already happened, or go back before, we put on those, bad trades that got us down for the day. It wouldn't be nice just to be able to simply erase the loss that we had? Well, that's not reality. That's not the solution I have for you. I don't have a way for you guys just to completely erase what has already taken place. But as I'm sitting down at my computer tonight, and you guys can see the date right here, the time, it's 9 p.m. and it's on Sunday. The markets are open. I've already kind of positioned myself for my overnight trades, so I don't need to babysit them. I'm not doing anything too crazy on those trades since tomorrow, as you guys are watching this, is going to be tomorrow. As you guys are watching this, hopefully my trades have already panned out that I played on tonight. But in the meantime, I'm going to be working on my skill set. I'm going to be constantly trying to get better. And I want to show you guys a technique that I currently use.
Now, I want to pause this for a second. Some of you guys that are an ALGOBOX players should be cringing right now hearing Mike Schwartz. Like, look, Mike Schwartz is eventually going to lose these, in my opinion, bad habits of holding trades overnight. Okay, the guy's losing sleep. Now, you can pretend all day that you ain't losing sleep over it. Now, mind you, I think he's trading like micros, okay? But in my opinion, like, what is the point? Get some good rest. Stop holding these positions. Stop trying to think at night, trying to make your positions hold night. Like, what are you doing, right? I'm going to critique Mike, number one. Listen, bro, you've got some old habits, okay? I don't hold overnight, and there's really no point. I would like to know, like, Mikey, like, I want to interview at some point, not right now, but in a little bit farther when you're really getting into the program and you get things. Is this overnight hold thing is going to be one of the things I want to address. And I would like you to convince me that it's worth it to you to go ahead and have the stress of overnight trading on, because it's just not, right? Now, maybe it's because it's micros, but at that point, aren't you just gambling? Like, aren't you, is it a gambling fix? Or I heard you in one of your videos say you like waking up to money. Now, okay, there's that side, but also what about the days when you wake up and you're down money? Like, it just starts your day the wrong way, and when you should be coming into a fresh, in my opinion, the way that I talk about walking up to your computer, fresh-minded, fresh-faced, ready to go, kicking down, sitting at your computer, turning the music on. The last thing I want to see is, I'm walking in and, I'm red on the day. Okay, I already got to get myself out of the hole. To me, mentally, I don't think that's helpful. Now, if it's so much that, like, on the days when you come in green that you, like, become superhero and you multiply your P&L by, like, 10, okay, come tell me that. But I just don't think it's worth it doing the overnight stuff. That's my personal opinion. I'd like to see it otherwise. But what, Mike, if you guys are wondering, like, wait a minute, what's this guy talking about? He's an ALGOBOX trader. Well, you notice these are not ALGOBOX charts, right? This is his own charts. He's on a 5-minute chart. God bless him. I mean, he hasn't watched the video on how time charts are useless. But again, old habits die hard. Mike is an old schooler. He's been around the markets for quite some time, so he's augmenting what he's doing with our system. But what you'll see is, I think over time, as Mike shifts, this is why I really I'm going to be following Mike, and I think you guys really should too. Watch his progress as he moves from his old ways into ALGOBOX ways. I believe, and again, I'm not like pushing him or forcing him to or anything like that, but I think he's going to find that for his own life and his wife and his kids and everything else, that he's gonna ease his way into the ALGOBOX ways of just coming down, sitting in the morning. Yeah, bless his heart. That's the Texas way of saying, "Oh, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard." Go bless his heart. That's us saying you're stupid. I'm just messing with you, Mike. But yes, if you guys are wondering about him talking about holding, yeah, he's like, I hope they're working out all right. I'm not really even, look at like, man. I did that. I think we've all done it, okay? I've been doing this a very, very long time, too. I've done the overnights, and I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Once you've got a better method, at the end of the day, what are we trying to do? We're all trying to get better, right? And at some point, you just put that away. There's a Bible passage that says, When I was a child, I thought I was a child, I did childish things, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. Full stop. I'm just saying. All right. Anyhow, so let's move it. Okay, roll it.
So one of the things I do is, as I open up Market Replay, now, if you guys don't use NinjaTrader for backtesting or even your own personal charting, I would encourage you. You can download NinjaTrader. It's free to use the playback feature so you can trade on historical data. It is absolutely free to use. The only time you have to pay for it is if you want to trade live with them. Now, there are other brokers like TD Ameritrade that have some type of market playback feature. So if your broker has this feature, you'll be A-okay for this example. So one of the first things that I do to train myself to deal with losses. All right, before I start trading, I'll just bump this up and we'll call it 4 contracts. Now, I want you guys to watch what I do, all right? And it's not important in terms of, am I gonna place a winning trade or not? All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit play. I'm gonna hit buy, close, buy, close, buy, close, buy, close. And, depending on, your account size, maybe $187.
All right, so in our fear series, when I talked about overcoming fear, this is what I was talking about. Remember I said, like, I don't know why he's doing open and close and open and close. I would just, told you guys, like, just run the quantity up to, like, I don't know, 20, 30, something like that, and just press it once or twice. But, I mean, we all got different ways. So he's, open and close, open and close. I actually do buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell without an ATM. But, however, but basically run this thing down into the negative. That's what he's running right here. If you guys are like, well, what is he doing? Why is he buying and closing? That's what he's doing. That thing we talked about in the overcoming fear that actually was not my idea. It was Mike's. He's talked about it. He told me about it when we were on one of our one-on-one calls. I was like, bro, that's such a smart idea. Because I was like, yeah, when you get into the negative, then go do it. But he actually purposefully puts himself in the hole so that you can practice getting out of the hole. Dude, that's such a great idea. So we talked about that in our overcoming fear video. And there's an entire 13 video playlist on that. If you guys do want to go through the overcoming fear series, that is available on inside of our playlist on YouTube. So if you guys are looking for that, I will try to, I'm gonna put a note over here. I'll put it down a link in this description of this video, but if you don't see it, come over to our Discord channel chat and somebody will hook you up, okay? Bye.
This is enough for you. I'm just gonna keep doing this. And as I keep doing this, the bid ask, just the spread is gonna eat up, my losses. So right now, I'm down $437, $500. Let's see if we can get it up a little bit more, because my threshold where I start to get agitated is once I start to get down about $1,000, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, and we talked about that in that fear series too, right? There's something that happens to pretty much anybody, even myself. I don't like once I hit that 1,000 threshold, but for me, I mean, my pain point comes around the $4,000 or $5,000 mark when I start to like, oh, I really don't like that one. But I'm really past the 1,000. But I went for a very long time where as soon as you cross that 1,000, even for me, it used to be 700. If I was down more than 700 on a day to start, like not really start, but if I got at that spot feeling like it was going to be tough to get out, this would have been a great practice for me getting into that hole and coming out. Again, over time, yes, you develop that, but our goal is to get you there faster. It's the whole point, is to push you, to get you through, get you that point in 120 days or less. So let's roll.
Now I have 1 or 2 things I need to do. 1, either I need to walk away and say, you know what, I'm done with today, or 2, I need to look for quality setups if I'm in a good mental state to where I can, fight back and I think I still have a chance to win and proceed forward. So now you can see I'm currently down $1,050. I'm like, okay, so how does this help me? Well, by focusing on the negative. Yes, I said focus on the negative. We don't want to see red in our trading accounts, but it's inevitable. We're going to have red trading days. It's just a fact of life. Now, one thing we can train ourselves to do is, instead of looking at this as, oh, I've lost so much money, let's turn this into a game. How can I try to overcome some of this loss? Maybe we'll get it all back. Maybe we won't, but what I would like to do is, let me see if I can take a couple, more little trades and see if I can find a way to get into rhythm so that we can start to get this money back a little bit. Now, unfortunately, I started this at a horrible time in the video. So what I went ahead and did is I went ahead and fast forward the day till 9:30, right around the New York session open. And I went ahead and got myself back down almost $1,000. $1,000 is roughly where I start to get irritated for the day. If I'm only down 1 to, 2, 3, 4, $500, it's not the funnest situation, but I don't really, start to get too frustrated. Once I start hitting around the 1,000, I start like, okay, do I need to call it quits for the day or should I keep going? And instead of not focusing on this number, I do the exact opposite and I focus on this number. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring over my charts, because I'm doing this for me as well as showing you guys how I like to, perform a market playback. I like to put myself in bad situations and see if I can dig myself out. Now, when I take a look at the landscape, I can see the histogram is green. We had a green vertical line. We're on the right side of the grayed area, and I have a PRZ sitting up here.
All right, so let's talk about this. So he's talking about the histogram. Yes, it's turning green, but if I squint my eyes over this whole thing, first thing I'm doing, oh, you guys can't see the left side because my video is covering it. But this whole thing is actually, there's more red here than there is green. We've just turned green. I've told you guys, and if you don't know this, go back and watch the Mackie video, or if you're taking notes here tonight, okay, even if you're only seeing this sliver of my screen right now, okay, on Mike's, even the majority of this is actually red. But you notice what he said? He said the histogram was green. Technically, yes, but we've just shifted there. What have I told you guys? What is more important? The current color or the overall color of the histogram? Okay, Mike, this is my first critique for you. It's the overall, the majority of this section, because remember, you're trying to get your filter direction for your bias for big trades. Think about what I just said. The bias for big trades. I don't care about target 1, target 2. You can trade against this getting target 1, right? And even some target 2 on a sneaky occasion, you'll get target 1, target 2 against this. But remember, if you're going to be using this, look at this histogram. This is to tell you the big picture direction of where your big monies are going to go, where you're looking for runners. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Part 1, yes, it's the overall. Great job, JP. GP, yes, look at the whole histogram, not this sliver right here. Yes, this is, but he said it was green. That's technically not right. Even right here, you should see the majority of this is red. And if you go over here to the left, it's even more red. Okay, so just a critique on that as we carry on. Okay, first critique on that. Go.
Here, we're going to call it 4692 to about 4694. That might not be exact, but it's pretty close. You can see we also have a PRZ right up.
Okay, now he's doing a good job right here. This is what we do, folks. Our system is already drawing targets and things for you, right? He's got 2. He's already identified those as looking for these targets. First thing I'm seeing, of course, is this big thing right there. What is that right there? I mean, how many of you double cross, double move players are like salivating at the mouth that this didn't get played? Anybody? Okay, this, I mean, I would want this all day. You've got a double cross that had already occurred here inside of an accumulation zone. Okay, so you know this is power, right? So if you've got the leg coming in from the left, you've got our horizontal across, okay, then we know that we can estimate that the size of this leg right here is likely about to get duplicated on the other side, right? So that, I'm going to try to estimate and draw that approximate, right? So we're looking for this over here, right? And then on top of that, you get the double cross double move right here as we start the distribution. Man, that is a juicy one. So right there, you would simply be ready to juice this up, right? You've got the measure from here to here, and you want that extension from there to there, and you want to be entering in somewhere around here at that second cross, right? So double cross double moves are probably salivating at the mouth. On top of that, you got these 2 targets on up there. You know, and again, he's fast forwarding this. He's just now starting it, but I'm saying if you're playing this and you're ready, and what else do you have? You're sitting on king timing. So the thing is just super powered up here, right? Everybody get that? Yes, Purple Rain, he said it even before I was talking about it over there in the chat. Yes, exactly. So you got the king timing as well. You're ready to smash that thing, right? Sam said quasi-periodic, non-scalable trash. Actually, it's very scalable. Why don't you come on the microphone, Sam? So let's talk to one of our little trolls here for a second. Remember, we're open mic night here tonight, so you are more than welcome to come on to the voice chat with us. So do me a favor, quasi-periodic. So why don't you explain what that means? I'd like to hear your explanation of what you mean by quasi-periodic. Non-scalable trash, I understand what non-scalable means, but that's actually not true at all. You can scale this to any level. You can go up to, instead of playing off of the 1s, you can play to the 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s. You can play the 7s, 8s. You can play this to a high time frame, low time frame. It all looks the same. You want me to look up quasi-periodic? I'm pretty sure I get what quasi-periodic means, but quasi-periodic what? Are you saying that it's successful only quasi-periodically? Like, why don't you use your words? Maybe English isn't your first language. But why don't you come and let us hear your beautiful voice, little troll, and come on, open mic night to you. But yeah, try not to be rude. Let's do that. Or, nope, you can't play high time frames. Yes, you actually can play high time frames. Define a high time frame, Sam. Define a high time frame. Let's go ahead and play it right now. Let's prove it out right here. So high time frame. You're saying that this cannot be played on a high time frame. Is that what you're saying? Define your high time frame, and I'll show you that it can work on the high time frame. How about that? Wait for it. Define your high time frame. Because I mean, high for me is different than you. But I'd also like to know, Sam, can you admit Are you still living with your mom? Let's start right there, because we have to, like, you know, take into account, are we wasting our time with you, buddy? Or are you gonna, you know, you sound like you're trying to bring some intelligent conversation here, so let's bring some intelligent conversation. Yeah, John Manigault just pointed out, all the way up to the 89 range. Now, you may not know what that is, but that means one bar has a range of 89 ticks from top to bottom. What's he going silent? Or is he trying to get in the room? Is he finally going to come in the room? Wait for it. He can't define his high time frame. Play weekly and monthly charts. Well, do you know what an 89 is? An 89 on the... He doesn't even know. All right. Well, well, first of all, yes, it can be done, and you don't have to play on weekly, monthly. In fact, the fact that you're playing on weekly, monthlies proves that you're poor. So let's talk about this, Sam. Why don't you tell us, number one, do you live with your mom? Okay. Number two, do you have a job? Because honestly, these are honest questions, because like that's silly. If you're still literally talking about monthly and weekly charts for timing executions, and if you can't beat me in my P&L or anybody in our room for that matter, you're crazy. You can't? No, it's not that I can't. It's that you won't. Like, why would I play on a weekly and a monthly where all of you losers trade? Like, that's silly. That's not edge. You doing the same thing that's written in, you know, your little Nintendo books that your mom gave you, and you're sitting in her basement. Oh, bro, like, learn what an 89 chart is. You don't know what an 89 chart is. Next. And if you wanted to go one higher, so here's the thing about 89, okay? So the 89 is approximately a 1 to 3 day chart, depending on what instrument on ES, right? Now on an NQ, it's like a 1, right? It's probably half of 1. But if we wanted to go to the next one, what's the next fib sequence after 89? 144. So all you had to do is bump up. And what's the one after that? You probably don't know, do you? Anyhow, go learn your fib sequences, son, and you can scale this as high as you want, but it's silly. Why would you do that when you can make so much more money? It's like this. I can run the Titanic ship, and this is educational for everybody. So this isn't just completely wasting our time. Okay, so you got waves on the ocean, and you got let's do a big red boat for the Titanic, because he's like, oh yeah, you can't drive the Titanic. Okay. That's not our job here. I'm not trying to be the Titanic. This is Warren Buffett. These are the guys running very large account sizes. Huge. Then I would be wanting to run big time frames, because I'm like boom, 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 boom. But here's us. I'm this dude on a Sea-Doo. My little tiny Sea-Doo. I'm standing here back riding this thing out. Where's Casey at? He's the Sea-Doo master. I'm doing a terrible job drawing this Sea-Doo here. Okay, but this Sea-Doo thing, he is rocking and rolling. I can jump this thing. I am hopping waves. I'm up and down. I'm making money up, down, left, right, in, out. I'm making up. I'm making it down. I'm making it up. I'm making it down. I can ride all these waves. As the Titanic is making like a channel of water and the waves are coming in on each side, I'm getting to ride my little jet ski here, my little Sea-Doo, just wham, 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 wham. I'm just getting to ride all of them and pick up bags, picking up bags, while this guy's having to buy and hold his position and hold for a long period of time. On top of that, I'm getting tax advantages from owning futures contracts, because I'm getting 60% of my entire profits taxed at capital gains of 20%. Now, why am I 20%? Because I don't live with my mom like you do. You're living with your mom, so yours is going to be even less. Yours is going to be 15% because you don't make any money. Now, you don't even know what this is. You're like, what is that? What is he talking about? 15%, 20%. You don't know what capital gains is, and you don't know if there's a difference between people who actually make money, who have money, but you have to pay 20%, versus a guy who doesn't make 15. That's you. All right. Anyhow, any other lessons you'd like to learn? Come on down. You take more losses. Wow, that's your argument? This is dumb as shit. It's like, you take more trades, so therefore you take more losses. Wow, thank you, Captain Obvious. Get that guy a cape. Woo! Smart guy. All right, let's roll. All right, let's listen to Mike more, because this guy's an idiot. All right, not Mike, but whoever. Sam S. Hey, bro, prove it to us. Why don't we come hear your voice, right? I can't wait to hear your.
My name's Sam F. Sammy Jeff. Talk to you, boy. Hello, I'm friends with Salone Benzel. You know who he is? The fucker. You can't say either, but we just talk shit about you all the time because my moms don't love us and they like you more than us. We still got, she's got her number, you know, she's got your number on the back of that picture on her desk. I don't like it very much. Makes me, you know, want to talk to you out here in the fucking troll land, because I'm not going to come on the audio and talk to you like a man.
Because I don't have balls. Yeah. All right, buddy. Anyhow, let's move on. Vinny's probably drunk as fuck. Yeah. Well, I've already talked about that. That's a play. And ICT is going down. I don't know if you guys know that or not. We're going to let him do his first deal on Friday. And then after that, guess what? Oh, you're going to love it. Here we go. Let's roll. Me mad? Bro, this is me having a good time. This is fun. Who's not having a good time right now? I'm having a great time. This is hilarious.
Up here, we have a double cross right here, which usually indicates a double cross, double move. So the way I measure for this is just go to about the center of the crosses, and that gives me a price target of about 46.90.5.
All right, so let's talk about that. He's using the fib tool. These are, remember, there are several ways to do this. And if you're a fib player and you like using those, fantastic. This is a great way to do it. The way that he measured that right there, he measured from the tip, measure to right there. Now, mind you, he did fast forward to straight to 9:30. And of course, what I tell you guys, usually I want to sit for about 5 minutes. I'll say this, another thing to Mike, if he doesn't know, around that first open there, I usually let that settle for a few minutes, usually on average 5 minutes. So about 9:35 is going to be my first set of trades. I noticed that you took a bunch of trades prior to that. So just a note to help you out as you are traversing through the ALGOBOX system. Ready to go.
All right, so I'm going to try to remember this number in my head, 46.90.5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a couple stabs. Now, if I start to dig myself even deeper, the one thing we don't want to do is just, go for a haymaker saying, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and put, more contracts on than I normally do. And I'm just going to put the trade on and put a big target out there and walk away and just pray, oh, please trade. Oh, please just come back. I'll never do it again. Right. And we all know the case. If you get rewarded for that, then it's going to still bad behaviors. And that's not going to make us a good trader. Now, my goal isn't necessarily to get all this money back, but if I can chip away at some of that loss, that is going to be a good thing. So I'm going to start off this trade and I'm going to go ahead and, well, my stop is kind of in the right place. And I'm going to go ahead and put my first target up here at 90.5, right, which is roughly where we measure for where the move should be. And then my secondary target, I'm going to push out into this PRZ box right over here. And we'll see, does the trade work out? Does it not? I have no idea. I haven't back tested this ahead of time. So we'll see. Can I dig myself out? And again,
okay, so he is going to enter in on this. Of course, we already kind of said it. You really want to try to get this a lot closer to entering in around the middle of the double crosses. I don't think I have to tell him this. I think he already knows this. And he's just kind of messing around here to just show. Because remember, on a double cross, double move, how much space do I have? And I don't know why I took away his little measurement. And maybe he marked it. I missed when he dropped that right there. But he should have a mark there from here to here. And at the measurement, he might have measured that. That might be where that first target one is. But yes, it basically, you don't have to be perfect to be profitable. And I've said this before too. With our system, you do not have to be perfect to be profitable. Some of these systems like ICT and crap like that, like they're always like, oh, everything's got to be perfect. No, it didn't work because you didn't do this and that and that and this and this and this and that. Ours, I mean, you can partially miss and still make money here. That's the beautiful thing. And with the double cross, double move, you have a lot of leeway, right? Because you know that you've got a spacing that is much greater than what you would have if you didn't have it. So a great play here, but just bad entry, and I don't want to beat that dead horse, but you guys should already know that if you're a double cross double move player. So let's roll.
And this playback is kind of me working on my skill set live, right? I want to do a little bit of playback. We have the holidays, a holiday right now, so we're not gonna have a lot of activity. All right, target one has been hit.
All right, so he hit target one, which is perfect, right? That is exactly what we know. Now, one of my critiques to Mike is I'm not sure why he has a runner on a double cross double move. You do not have runners on double cross double moves. DC, DM. There's no runners. You're playing all the way to the gold line, right? You got that big gold line area. Right, and then if it pops up above, you have the 127 reversal if you want to play the 127 back to that gold line as well. Remember, just go back and watch that video. I won't say that video. There's multiple videos on the DCDMs. But if you're going to do double cross double moves, they're very, very powerful. Make sure you know them. You should have taken all of it off right there on that one because you, first of all, you were also kind of behind on that one. So a little critique right there. I would take both contracts off on that target. There's no T1 on that. It's the full target. Literally, that measurement from there to there is exactly from there to there. And this is the precision of our system. Unlike ICT, I see some low IQ ICT people in our chat. I see Donovan, the low IQ ICT guy. Welcome aboard. Great to see you. All right, let's play.
So now, ooh, I don't like that. That kind of moved back on me pretty quick. Yeah, a little bit of delta dump. Let's see if we can shift back up. If not,
and some of this is moving very quickly. Why? Remember, he's playing this right at the open, right? So he also has to be way more careful playing there. If he's taking trades right at the U.S. Open, make sure you're, hitting your licks. All right, you don't want to get goofy around the open, right? Take the bags that are given to you. Don't try to make bags that aren't there. So just my critique on that. Let's roll.
Well, this could be bad. I'm going to go ahead and get out of that cross there. All right, so essentially...
Yeah, so see, he had to bail on that. I'm not surprised by having to bail on that because he shouldn't have had that second one out there. Everybody understand that he should have taken the whole thing off at the full target because that's what a DCDM is. A DCDM is going to give you, if I beat this enough all the way there, it should be from there to there. From that tip, you measure that move on up, it's going to be right there, bam, and you take all of it off right there, right? Because so he basically just left a lot there, right? Left a lot, in fact, didn't do anything off of that really. Okay.
Trade number one, right? I was up, I think I made roughly $3, right? So after commissions, I probably dug it a little bit deeper. Again, I told you, I did not, do this in playback or anything like that. I need to look for another reason to try to get long and see if I can target up towards this this PRZ level right up here. Is it going to work out? I have no idea. And again, I probably should have took both targets off there. Maybe that was me, trying to stretch out the targets, hoping I could get some of that money back, which is what I warned you guys about. Ooh. All right here, we're coming into a PRZ. Do we get a cross or a dot in here? That could be something I want to pay attention to. A little bit of negatives for trying to run up to this PRZ up here. We have a sample.
Also, so remember when he said at the very beginning that this was green, that was a mistake? Remember, if he had kept in his mind that that was red, what do we do if we're going against the MACV? Then we are primarily hitting T1, right? So again, two things, and he did say, yeah, I should have. So it's good. I heard him say that he knew that he should have taken both off right here. And also we've got, you can see short's favorable direction. We know we've got MACV primarily red on the histogram. This red guy came in. This is not a shark tail, but this is a dot back behind a PRZ. Usually going to be a solid one, especially on the slightly higher time frame. And that pink dot, look at that pink dot coming in right in front of that, pushing down. So now he should be, even if he wasn't before, he really's got to be thinking red now, right? Everybody should know that. And look at your algo matrix, right? Higher time frames are like the majority of this is all to the short side, so he should not have been holding that by any means. Everybody get that? Okay, there, he should have already had his bias that it's short. So if he went long, what's he got to be? Extra cautious, right? Taking his money if he's going to try to grab that bag. He got nothing out of that bag and he took some risk, right? No reason to take that risk on that one for that secondary contract. He should have taken it all off. Anyway, I'm going to beat that dead horse, but there's a lot going on right there. He could have easily read that from what was there on their chart, right? Staring him in the front of the face. Starting problem was right there on not reading the MACV as red and everything else telling him red. So if he's going long, he's got to take it on T1. Even if he thought that was a T1, he should have taken it all off at T1. So here we go.
A dot here, yikes. And we also have a red dot here, but my histogram is still green. So I'm going to proceed with caution. I don't know if we'll get a shot to go long or not. And I don't even know if that's the right case since we have a little bit of negative or bearishness on these two charts up here. Again, we'll see if we can firm up. Again, I got nothing in this box. We did have a harmonic pattern complete, but again, I had no reason. I didn't have anything else, meaning I didn't have a dot. I didn't have a cross. I really would love to see a cross in there. It would have been a PRZ trade. I love those trades. However, I did not get that. Now, let's talk about that. If I would have got a PRZ cross here, and this is bearish, and this is bearish, I would have took target ones off only.
All right, he got it. Smart. Okay, he is thinking. See how he just said that? I would have taken only T1s because the majority of this is red, right? And he should have done that even on the first one, but he's thinking ahead and he knows the rules. So proud of him on that. He knows what to do. And sometimes you just got to practice. That's what our system is about. Remember, we're trading the markets like a video game. We're in, we're out, and we beat ICT all day because ICT has literally blown his account 3 times in the Robins, which I don't hear any of the ICT kids talking about that. So Donovan, I am going to come back to y'all's questions at the very end of this, but I want to hear you guys prep up, and I want to hear your excuse for why ICT blew his account 3 times in the Robins, 3 years in a row, and tried to make claims that he didn't. And when it came directly from Joel Robbins himself, the owner and runner of the competition, that said that, yes, basically ICT is a fraud and he doesn't know why he's out there doing it. Well, I do. We all know, because he's trying to hide that his system works. It doesn't work. He can't even trade it. So why on earth do you guys still think that you can? Oh, that's right, because you're probably reselling a system and you are a sock puppet. Next.
Which is what I should have done on the first trade right here, but it is what it is. Now look, we have a PRZ down here. All right, and I want to talk about this. We have a PRZ box right down here. Are we going to get a rejection out of here? So if so, I need to see a dot or a cross so I can look to take this long if possible. Keep in mind, we are bearish on the 5s and the MACD chart over here on the left. Now, everything is still green on the MACD chart in terms of, the momentum push. Oh, we got a cross. I'm going to hit it. But I'm only, ooh, shoot, I wasn't quick enough. Dang it. All right, my target should have been top of the cross, and I wasn't quick enough.
Okay, I want to give a tip on this, Mike. If you are, this is for everybody, if you are going to take something down here, like a PRZ cross on one of these, and you think you're going to get a reversal, the biggest thing you want to see that will give you the indication is if you see a large delta. You notice how the delta is basically flat right here? We're likely not going to turn. Okay, so I always keep an eye on this. That's why I keep it right here on this chart, because it should be right at your eyeballs, right there at your eyeball level. You should be able to see this. If it was this, if that was right here, then we look for a reverse. Okay, that's my tip right there. Don't try to play that reverse right there. Just want to go ahead and skip. All right, just an easy one. Delta will kind of give you that read.
So we'll see. Do I pay for this or not? Man, I was slow on that. Slow, slacking. All right. We get both of these in the same location. All right, so we got 2 targets off there. Man, that was horrible execution.
All right, so he got a little lucky on that one. Sometimes you get a little lucky, okay, but just an FYI, that's not going to be a big reversal there. He'd be better be still looking for the short side move. Look at what's coming up here. He's got 2 crossovers. Everybody see this? That's 2 lines crossed over each other. What is it? It's a large and a king. And then what's right behind it? Another large and a king. This is going to be a huge section to be looking for a play, right? I wouldn't be dabbling with this, especially without a delta, when you can basically come up with something real juicy coming up here in these timings. Just my thoughts as I'm playing through this. So you're seeing the same thing.
Bit of a loss, right? We started off down 960, 980. Now we're only down about $850. Now that's 2 trades. One of the things that Vinny talks about is only giving yourself 5 trades. So in this session, and you can have a bonus trade. This session I've used up 2 of my trades and I've chipped away a little bit of the loss. Now, when he talks about 5 trades means per session. You can have a morning session and an afternoon session, but you need to take roughly 2 hours or so off in between where you're not really looking at the markets so you can get a chance to reset. Now, everything is still green on the MACD chart other than the red dot up here, which we had a little bit of a reaction back to the downside. We do have a salmon dot up here. So I am a little bit nervous in terms of how that's going to play out. And again, I don't know, maybe I make this loss worse, but I'm showing you guys in real time how I practice. I have no idea how this video is going to turn out. And again, I'm just kind of showing you guys how I try to overcome losing days. I like to start off. All right, look, we have a red dot here. All right, red dot up here, red dot up here. However, I have no reason to take the trade. There's no PRZ box. And I'm not just going to take off the VL1 line. If we would have had a PRZ box up here, or if we had a cross come in, which would make it a headshot, then I would possibly look to take a trade south.
Good thinking, sir. Well, and there you get, now you get your headshot. Very nice.
Just above the dot. And I'm going to see if I can run it down to this PRZ level right down here. I don't know, let's see if it works out. This will be trade number 3.
Yeah, so then it turns into a headshot. That's beautiful. Yeah, so see, waiting for it, then it turns in. Now he's got a headshot. That's the play you want to play, not just the dot by itself. Beautiful work, sir. Good thinking. And he's talking about his PRZ targets, right? It's so easy, so juicy. For myself, I would have been adding to this position a little bit more because look at all these lines, right? I would be putting a target here, 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 and here. I want 4 targets lined up on this. He's got 2 right here. I would be pushing a little bit more on this, especially because he's on trade number 3 right now. So remember, as you guys, he's doing a good job of talking about his 5 trades, but I don't know if he knows this or not. Maybe he hasn't gotten this section yet because he's still semi-new with us, but let me push number 4. Here we go. Okay, on that 5 trades, he's on his 3rd trade, right? And what do I tell you guys, right? Toe in the water, quarter position, but when you get to 3, 4, 5, this is where you're starting to get really serious. And if he's only at 2 contracts, no, we want to start sizing up here on this one. This should be a 4, okay? So another little critique on that when he's coming to 3, because this is where you want to make up for that lost ground. And, in this case, lost ground because he's coming out of negatives. But even on a 3rd trade, even if you weren't coming out of the negative, I would be wanting to push 4 contracts right there. And this is such an ideal one to do it on. Because let's see if I can come back down to screen 5. Because look at all those 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you got the 4 lines right there into that beautiful PRZ. I would definitely be, pushing into that. And that is now a double cross. So, woo! Yeah, juicy. I would definitely be playing that one. And again, if it works, great. If it takes a stop out, that's okay. Keep it tight. But I would go ahead and risk it on this. This is your 3rd one in the sequence. Remember, that matters too. I'm keeping in my 5 contracts, my 5 trades always in my mind of where I'm at in the sequence. And that's the main objective. That's your main goal. Everything else should just be natural. Next, it's just take the trade, take the play. You know the plays. You got headshots. You got 2-finger salutes. You got double cross, double moves. You got PRZ crosses. Just take those, right? The ultimate thing is following through, knowing where you're at in your trade count. Very, very important. Okay, go.
Again, I'm going to add to that trade real quick as a plover.
Oh, he added. Very smart. Okay. Okay, he did add. At least he added there, but my critique on that is he should have already been thinking tat-tat, right? Like getting in on that trade, on trade 3. And if he's going to add to position, this should then be a 6 contract trade of 5 or 6, not just pushing, 3 or 4 here. Just critiques as we go.
Let's see if we can get it. Come on. All right, guys, I just want to pause the video for a second and remind you, there's a link in the description box down below where you can join a free Discord room. That'll teach you all the trade setups using ALGOBOX. I make a ton of mistakes in this video. If you join the Discord room, you'll be able to point out all the mistakes that I've made in this trading video. So now let's return back to the trading. Let's see. Again, I don't know how this is going to work out, guys. This is not practice in advance. Ooh, we do have a king timing line right here. A little bit worrisome. Man, a little bit. Let's see.
He's right on that king line.
This video is a little bit slower because I have no idea what's going on.
Add one more time, bro. Add one more time.
A lot of volatility in the market, so speeds are usually up a little bit. I'm gonna, dang it, I was gonna take one off. I'm just gonna take one off. Let's see what makes off here.
Bro, let it go.
Like that.
You should have let it go.
Looks like we're gonna probably come all the way back up and get me.
Into the double cross, double move, into the headshot. Add to this position, baby.
See if I can get the back of this. Actually, move it right to there.
Right on that king timing.
Right
no delta.
This is kind of unraveling on me.
She's going to come back down.
Let's see how it all shakes out.
I hope I'm not
down 180 in the current
Dude, that's
trade.
totally going to come back down.
All right, things are trying to work our way a little bit.
No delta.
So we do have PRZ. I'm actually
king timing.
We got the shark down here.
Beautiful
Again,
setup.
The red dot up here. Let's say I'm in. We did get the vertical line right here on the chart.
Oh, it's such a load the boat play.
All right, let's see. All right, that target's hit. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reduce the risk a little bit. I don't have it quite at break even. We are coming into a PRZ box. I'm going to be mindful as we come in here. If we do, I'm just going to close it. All right, so that's trade number 3. All right, again, that was horrible execution. But again, I have not practiced this.
Okay, so he's getting his own self-critiques on that. But so that's one, look, this is such a great play here. And then, yes, he gets it out, and we got king timing pushing in here. There was no delta here to, look at the biggest delta over here. Is it even that size? No. So we're not looking for that reversal yet. And we come right back up in here. We get the same spot, stops back here. Oh, man, such a great job to add onto that position, and you've got that PRZ down there too. Oh, so juicy. Too juicy. It's all right, but here's the thing I've said before too. You don't have to be perfect to be profitable. Look, he's already come out of his $900 deficit, and he is now at 500. Remember, he started out purposefully at the minus 900 just to work his way through it. So again, that's his focus here, and he's working through it. But good stuff. Let's roll.
In advance, so I'm just letting it play out. So that's 3 trades. Again, I said I'm going to limit it to 5 trades with a potential for a bonus trade number 6. Again, that's not something I made up. That's that's all Vinny's methodology there, and I like it because it stops us from over trading. All right, since I'm already down for the day, we started off down, right? I'm trying to get back in the green. I'm not trying to do anything stupid. I'm trying to get some of that back or all of it back and maybe a little bit into profit. But again, am I reading the market right or not? Again, we'll keep letting it play out. The histogram is red now. This red dot here and the salmon dot have played out, and the market has been turning down. We have a PRZ right here on this on the 5s up here, along with the MACD chart right down here. So now, if we can get up into this PRZ, get a cross or a dot, then maybe I'll look to take a trade. Trade back south, because now the momentum on the MACD chart is starting to head down. The background of the histogram, it just turned red. We're not outside the gray area yet for the vertical. Ooh, I just missed. No, we had nothing else, right? That would have been a red dot by itself. Again, it's a little bit harder to talk through this and actually do market replay as you're trying to talk through it.
It's very true. It is so hard. You guys have no idea how hard it is to talk through and walk through while you're trading. Like when I was doing the small account challenge, your brain can just think oh man, communication through verbal communication is such a slow process. Your brain can think so much faster, and you can work through things and just know and just do. He's right. I'm glad he mentioned it because sometimes I'm like, man, if they only knew how hard it was. Thank you, Mike. Yes, it's hard to walk through and talk through at the same time.
All right, we're getting into this PRZ box. See if the box turns. All right, turns red. All right. Again, I'm looking for a reason to get short. I'm going to short one there. Put the stop on the other side of the box.
All right, multi PRZ there. Very nice. Very nice play.
The second one.
Large and king timing plus multi PRZ. Great play. Good opportunity right here. If it does start to whip back up, we do have to be careful because remember when I said if you get a big delta flagging on a flow master, then yes, this could be a pivot, and you do have a nice big pivot out of there. These are the size. Take a note, folks. See that size right there? That size of a delta can indicate you're going to reverse. I'm usually, if this thing is not very big, I'm typically looking for a continuation immediately without even worrying about a reversal on those. Keep that in mind. That's how I use that Flowmaster Delta when it's a single. Now, if it's a double, okay, you know what's up, right? We get a double of one of these. What's that? They're ready up, and I'm taking the next play. I don't care what it is, right? Roll it.
Going down towards this PRZ. All right, we got one off. I don't really trust this. I'm going to reduce the risk a little bit. This is trade number 4 showing up right now. Let's see. Come on.
Wow, look at that thing drop. Very nice. Very nice.
So I'm going to get out. That's trade number 4. I'm down $262. So I got trade number 5, and I still have a bonus.
So he's made $700. Totally flubbing this up, by the way. So even with him, pay attention, folks. Like even though he's not done this perfectly, he still has pushed in the positive direction of a $700 move out of where he was. Very nice. This is a multi-PRZ coming in here. Multi-PRZ. We got the delta shift from up there to back into this location. Looking to the left, we've got that double cross. Another deal to multiply that and get the straight drop off of the king and the large king. Super awesome timing on that one as well. And exiting down here, I would still have taken half of this position off because oftentimes when you get the secondary move into this area, remember, this is now an accumulation zone. And if one of these is coming out after a large timing, this could be the big distribution leg. I would be holding a runner on this. Why? Number one, MACV is red majority. Here it is on this one. We are well multi-bars past the red on this side. We've had a previous red cipher setup for the structure, pushing red. We had the pink dot, pushing red. So what is my default big position going to be? Red. So if I get an opportunity to get that red shot, this is where I want to be adding to my position. This is where I want to be holding a runner, etc. because we are with the bias direction. This would be an absolutely killer trade. This is the one you want to bank on. And I think this is like trade number 5. And what do I tell you? You want to be increasing your size through trades 1 through 5. He could be well up over $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on a play like this for that move right there if he hits his 3, 4, 5 on the proper sizing. It looked like he was still doing like 2 and 3 contracts. But these are things you work on as you get more familiar with the system. So great critiques as we're going through this. Good plays here, but also a great example that even if you're not perfect, you're still being profitable. Well done. Let's roll.
Trade. Ooh. All right, let me pause this real quick. So we have a cross, all right? So a cross is saying we could get a little bit of continuation, or this could be a point of reversal. If this was in a PRZ box, I'd most likely look to reverse this. You can see the momentum on the histogram. The background is red. We have another red dot. We have a juicy PRZ down here, juicy PRZ right here. Should I take it and try to push it down?
Yeah, good note on those 2 PRZs. PRZ's targeting right there. So runner, this is what we're gonna be looking for. So any play he looks into right now, we're looking for on a short side, because our bias is to the short side, the runner should be to those 2 PRZ targets for the runner, right? Okay, play.
To see something else than just a cross, so I'm going to sit there and I'm going to wait this out. Probably the one that just pushes down. All right, now we got a double cross, usually double cross, double move. One of the things I don't like is the second cross is up a little bit higher, and maybe I'm reading this wrong, but if I measure from here to roughly the center of the crosses, that would take us down to about 46.73.
Yes, this is a tough one in its location, but I would still play this as a double cross, double move down to that spot right there. Multiple reasons why I would go ahead and take a shot at this, even if it doesn't work on the first try. Remember 2-try rule, okay? I would be trying this multiple times, but the first one, yes, I don't like its position because it came right down here in this zone. Tough spot just because of that, and you've got a blue dot right there. 2 things that are going, how big am I getting on this? This is going to be a quarter position tops to start. Right? And if I stop out on that one, great. Then the next one, I'm getting half position. Everybody got that? I'm thinking ahead as this plays in. Let's see how it goes.
Which is right within this PRZ
because we could
box.
bounce off that.
So with that being said, I am going to take, I love the double cross, double move. So I'm going to see if I can participate in this. And what I'm going to look for now is I'm going to look for a red candle. Yikes. Is it going to work? Is it going to be troublesome? Yikes. I do not know. And actually, I'm going to sit there and watch this. I don't know if I'm going to jump in this yet, guys. I don't know. Ooh, okay. So we bust out top of the cross. Again, I was waiting for a red bar within here. We busted out. I'm just going to wait. Thankfully, I was a little bit cautious on the button. And one of the things that this should do for you guys as you're down, this should cause you to, you don't want to make the day worse, right? Let's say I was already down close to $1,000. I don't want to make that worse. So I want to be a little bit more selective on my trades. And again, I've done a horrible job in this video about executing exactly like I should. But, you know, in real life, you know, do we make mistakes? Absolutely. So I'm going to record this so you guys can see the mistakes that I'm making in the video as well. But even as I'm making mistakes, I'm clawing back some of this loss. The question is going to be, can I get it all back? I don't know. Histogram's still red over here. If we start piercing through this dot right here, this red dot in the MACD chart, that's gonna make me a little bit worrisome. Dang it, I was going to talk about that cross, and well, I already missed it. All right.
All right, so it looks like it's coming back through. Let's see what happens at this level.
Or not PRC, just a cross. And that would have been a good opportunity to take a trade. Now we're coming back into some harmonics. So what I want to see is a dot or a cross, and then maybe I'd look to get long, all right?
Oof.
However, the histogram...
Okay, so, man, okay. This is the re-entry for me, okay? I would have already taken this one time. Yes, I would have stopped out by a few ticks right there. But as we come back through this on a straight leg, you bet your butt I am re-entering into this position plus, right? So if I was in 4 on the first one, the next one I'm getting in 6, right? Boom, I am hitting this one big time. Stop above the cross. That's where I would be right now. So I'm visualizing that price over here. I've got a red dot over here. I've got double red dots. I am playing this and I'm looking for that target down there on that PRZ plus this one right here, and it hasn't even hit the king timing yet. You know I am going to be looking for a play down here, and if this comes up in this area and I get an entry here, I'm adding to that position. I am all looking for this short right now. You guys smell that? I mean, you should be. We got MACV red. I got double dots here, back behind the red from this. We got the pink dot behind this red dot here. King timing coming up. I mean, this is just, woo! I mean, this is hot under the collar, ready to punch in the red, and we're right at, look at the time of day. We're right at 9:36. This is probably one of my first plays of the day. If I'm not doing the open like he was playing this, man, this is going to be a juicy one right here. That's what I'm looking for on a short scenario right here, unless like a blue dot showed up.
Histogram right here is red, so I'm just going to wait and see if I can get a sell trade. All right, histogram is red. I want to wait and see if I can get a sell trade. I have trade number 5 and then a potential bonus trade to see if we can get back in the green for the day. And I don't know if it's going to work out. All right, we do have a red dot up here as well still. And this red dot right here, double red dot right here is holding. So we'll see. Do they continue to hold or not? I don't know. All right, we do have some harmonics trying to complete up and around this level here. Again, I'm already focused looking for sell side trades. We'll see. Do I get them? Do I not? I don't know. All right, we need to get up in the harmonics. I need to see something else. I'm not just going to trade any one thing by itself, unless it's a double cross, double move.
So one of those things he had already measured. Mike, so you measured this, right? And you drew it out. You should have kind of at least like left something down there so you know where that is. Because if you get another setup, you still want to use that as your target down below. So just a tip on that. But one of the things, I see somebody over there saying, see, Vinny's going to keep telling you that you did something wrong. Okay, I've already pointed out, like, you can still mess this up. You don't have to do this perfectly. I'm here to critique and add to it. That's what a good mentor does, is go, well, how can you do it better next time? That's what a good coach does. You're out there shooting hoops and whatnot. If you see some way that you can improve on it, that's what you do. But can you still be profitable? Yes. Can you still win the basketball game? Yes. That's the whole point. He's already still winning. He's already up $700, even though he isn't executing it absolutely perfectly. And I've said this before, one of our phrases here, you do not have to be perfect to be profitable with our system, because it's just that powerful. So keep trying hard. I would like to hear from you guys at the end of this. Don't go running yet. I want to hear from you guys. We're almost done with this on his video, and I want to hear you guys come up and let's answer some questions. Let's have you guys ask some hard questions and let's get them answered. It's gonna be fun.
Then I'll smack that trade. I'm just waiting. Let's see. Kind of want to fast.
Let's see if it breaks. Yeah, see, it's going.
All right, what does this cross mean? All right, that's what we got to ask ourselves. What does this mean? We're right back at a support level. I'm going to wait. I don't like the delta has declined off a little bit. So I'm going to wait. To me, I'm a little bit worried that, we might bounce. So I want to take a push down. We do have a PRZ that just popped up over here. We'll see if it disappears.
I wish I knew what that double move was. I wish he'd left that line in there. I don't know how far it is, but
right here on the
I would be. Yeah, there she goes.
Right, so we broke down.
See? Oh, okay. So that's the end.
Now we have a blue dot.
So if we had a blue dot, okay, so that's what I was saying from before. Or if we get a blue somewhere close into there, those can often be the end of one of those. The only thing that I will ever cut off a double cross double move is on a blue dot. It's such a powerful dot. You don't want to go against that. So that would be the exit on it from that previous entry. So that would have been a win, and we're well into positive territory on that. But still, he's still doing very well, even though there's all kinds of little things that he didn't get right. And I want to relieve you guys of your stress of thinking like, do you have to be perfect to be profitable? You obviously do not. Keep playing.
Medium, it's yellow. All right, go small, medium.
It's a difference between the size of the P&L, right? He's made 700. If you're playing it big time, you could be plus 1,000, 2,000 if you are sizing, moving your positioning up. And these are things that he can practice. Going back, watching this again, and doing it again. This is what I've told you guys. Use the rewind button. A lot of people press fast forward. They press the market replay. I said this in the How to Overcome Fear video. Is a lot of you guys don't use the reverse button. Not this reverse button, but I mean, so I should say rewind instead of rewind. REW instead of REV. Rewind and play it again and do it better. That is a very, very key to being the difference between the guy making a few hundred and the guy making a few $1,000s. It's not these guys are over here trying to troll, talking about like, oh, it's not successful, bro. Why don't you go check out some of the results in the room, bro? Yeah, or try it for yourself. And why don't you come on and be a man and come on this audio with me, and let's hear your voice.
Large king. King is the salmon color timing lines, and it's amazing how often the market reverses. We look right up here. We also have a salmon or king timing right up here near a PRZ, and we do have the blue dot. I'm gonna take it. I like the blue dots. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. All right, I'm gonna be against MACD right here. So
okay, now that I wouldn't do. I mean, the blue dots are very powerful, but I don't know that I would take a blue dot by itself. I mean, I think you might be thinking that maybe there's a headshot there, and only because that cross is there probably empowers it. And I like the fact that you do have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and they're increasing size. But I'd really want to see a crescendo one of those before I'm going to take that. Just me. Roll it.
Oh, I don't know that I want to stretch this too much. I'm going to keep my finger on the close button. If we can make it up here, and I'm probably going to get stopped out of this trade.
I do like those PRZ crosses up there, though, but I would be doing T1.
This dot at a timing line.
Right, so T1, folks, if you're going against all this, if he's going to take this, please, for the love, just take target 1 if you're going against all of these things. Yes, you can play that. You can play it as a power headshot. Boom, right up to the spot. Take it off at T1. I wouldn't be trying to get greedy on that. That's my thought.
And see if we can get the bounce up. And it looks like we're going to probably get stopped out of it. Again, this is more, going against the trend right now, going against the MACD over here, going against the red dots pushing down.
But he's like, that blue dot is so powerful. Let me get some.
Up there.
That's true. Oh, it's going to be sweaty.
That's going to probably stop me. All right, here we are. We're coming up to the king timing line right here.
King timing might save him. Is it going to save him?
Probably not move.
Right, oh, you got it. Okay, yeah, close that, bro.
Wow, we're actually flat for the day. All right. So now, I wish I had the camera on. Now I'm holding up the other coin I have right here. And again, I use the coins from Costa Rica.
All right, so we did touched it by a hair. Both of these shifted, so we touched that PRZ by a hair, and those completed. Probably helping that a little bit, but getting that T1 and T1 only, very smart play there. Very good.
Flush them up. Using 100 clone A's. My bonus trade is a 500 clone A coin.
So while he says 0, remember he started out almost minus 1,000. So he just pushed $1,000, folks. And yes, with all the critiques that I was saying of ways that you could have done it slightly better. I'm not saying he did it wrong. It's just there are ways that he could have done things slightly better. I don't think he got any of the specific rules just wrong. He knew what was up, but sizing was kind of a big one, and a few of those others. So keep that in mind, and you don't have to be perfect. And look at him making $1,000 as if you want to say, well, look at all these critiques Vinny's given. Yeah, with all those critiques, still made $1,000. I mean, y'all are crazy. How can you argue with this? You really can't. I would love for you guys to try to come and get in a competition with me, because your buddy ICT is avoiding getting into a competition with me like a plague. I mean, because he knows. Excuse me. Oh, my nose has been crazy. Have you guys ever tried these? These things are awesome. Let me show this real quick. You guys seen this? Cinnamon. Dude, these are so awesome. These will open up your sinuses instantly. Very, very cool. I think they're called boom booms, which is weird, but man, it works like a charm. Love it. Having little issues with my nose today. All right, come back down. Let's roll.
Polish them up. Using 100 clone A's. My bonus trade is a 500 clone A coin that I've polished up. So now I have a bonus trade. Do I want to push the day and try to get green, or do I want to, just call it a day, say, whew, down $1,000 and move on? Well, since I look like I'm reading the market pretty decent at this point, now we'll see what happens after the next trade, then I want to try to give it a little bit more time to play out, and we'll see. I'm going to give myself one more trade. I'm going to try to make it a nice, juicy trade. And keep in mind, Vinny always talks about give yourself 60 to 90 minutes of trading. We started this at roughly 9:30. It's 9:38. So in 8 minutes, we've been able to chew back that.
8 minutes of trading, $1,000. Take a note, little ICT boy and Sam, whatever your issue is, bro. You got mental issues. Look at these trolls, man. These trolls are like, oh, name an asset, any one. What are you gonna do? You're literally gonna type it all out. Talk about like wasting your life, your time wasted. What a waste of your time, bro. Like you literally, like this is lifeless right here. Like, I'm gonna sit here in this typing box. I'm not gonna come on that live stream and just talk about it. I'm gonna come over here and I'm just gonna keep this, negative attitude through the entire thing. I'm gonna type into this chat box. What a waste of flesh. Wow. I mean, God has a sense of humor when he makes some people. I tell you what, let's roll.
That whole loss that we started out with. Again, that's why we practice being down, try to be disciplined. We don't want to, make that loss a lot bigger than it has to be. And, if the first couple trades would have been losing, I probably would have just watched it and said, you know what, tomorrow's another day, and started the back test on the following day and did the same sequence. Put myself in the hole to start off and see if I can claw back. That way, once you get yourself in that situation, you're not fear, you're not panic. You don't freeze and say, I don't want to lose anymore and start freaking out, right? You just execute, boom, boom, it's a job. All we do is, push the button. See the setup, push the button. Now, when I'm looking over here at this MACD chart right here, we do have a harmonic pattern right here that has just, hit the box. It's a cipher pattern right here. It's going against MACD, however, we are trying to come off a timing line right here off the 5s. So we'll see if we can get a little bit of a bounce here. We do have kind of a double dot situation, salmon by a red dot. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more time to play out, right? I want to see if things can firm up a little bit. I don't know that I necessarily want to go long here. And if I look at the MACD filter, I should really be looking for the short side. So maybe I should take a harmonic pattern short right off here. We did have a bat cipher and a shark all around this area, the market moving down, but I really like to take what ends up being a harmonic off of this this level here, or a PRZ cross. PRZs are my favorite, but harmonic dots are probably a second favorite as we come into these harmonics. All right, so now we got a cross. Dang it, and I was late to the party. All right, we have a cross, so we're starting to push up with a green dot. We have a blue dot right here. Look right here. We call it Smurf dot right off kind of the king timing line. King timing line, we expect big moves in that direction. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this trade.
Look at that
I'm going to put my stop loss
monster
below
blue dot coming in high time frame. Blue on the king plus a cipher. So we are probably moving up now. Look at all the signs now. So we've got the completed cipher. We have the diamond connection. No, I'm sorry, hold on. Where's the diamond? That one's not completed. We've got the multi, 1, 2, 3, 4, largest one popping in right here, blue dot, to show and signify we have the turning point. Second green dot, we've got a double dot situation here with the cross pushing up, PRZ targets up above, blue, blue, bing, bing, bang, and the king timing. Now we could be looking for places alongside, although, are we going to be looking for big plays with runners? No, but can we take some with target 1, target 2? You bet your bottom. All right, here we go. Let's roll it.
The blue dot over here.
Just play the video game.
Right?
Play it. These guys are over here. I can beat you on the monthly and the weekly. I can beat you on the monthly and the weekly. Bro, dollars per hour. This guy at this pace just made $6,000 per hour. If you cannot beat $6,000 per hour, then you, my friend, are wasting your time. And bro, you can't even get on a call. You think I'm gonna waste my time trying to talk to you over text and typing? Bro, you got mental issues. Go talk to your mommy about it. She's got my number. Call me.
That holds. We do have a PRZ up here on the MACD chart up here. I don't see any PRZs up here. We do see some PRZs on this chart as well. So the moment of truth. Let's see if it's gonna work out. I'm gonna buy it. All right, so right here I'm gonna move. Man, I don't know if I want to move my stop that big. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna leave my stop where it is. I don't want to have a much larger stop than I have to. I'm gonna bring this one down a little bit, and I'm gonna see if I can stretch the second one up a little bit higher. And again, I'm a little bit worried about this.
You shouldn't be doing. We're not gung hoing it yet, bro. What we should be doing though is getting a little bit bigger size here. So instead of doing 2 and spreading his little 2 contracts, folks, is what I'm trying to teach you guys with sizing. He should be upping his size. Not pushing out to this one yet because, again, he already said higher time frame. He doesn't have those there. Yes, we have king timing, but remember, this is the first play to the long side after a reversal. Okay, we're not trying to be a superhero here. We want to add to position as something comes. He should still be looking, because he's still going against MACV, still going against the major direction, still looking for target one and maximizing T1 first. He should be having 2 to 3 contracts in this spot right here. I would put one right there, maybe one right at the top of this, cluster them right here, and then add. I would literally be at 4 or 5 contracts to that one, maybe a runner to this VL1, but wait for another pullback before you add and push again. That is what should happen here. As one comes back in, look for another move and go if you think we're going to continue higher, not just holding something like this. You're going to take heat that's unnecessary. Again, you can, okay, but I'm here to critique and improve what you're doing. Hopefully that's helpful. Roll it.
This, you know, I just got back to break even. We'll see. Is this going to be the trade that breaks the camel's back, or, ooh, all right, now we got double cross, double move. I'm going to add to it. Again, bonus trade. I'm going to just keep my stop losses below this green dot. All right, below the green dot on this time frame. I'm banking that this blue dot, the blue dots are going to hold, especially this timing dot right here. I just don't know if it's going to. Oh, man. All right, so let's see if we can get it. Let's get me so snap. All right, now we just had a red dot show up there. I'm not a fan of that. I'm going to take one off. We start breaking this dot here, then I'll add, but this is not looking very good for me. So,
yeah, that's tough right there. Now that you got that, that's HMD. This is a bailout on this whole thought process getting to the long side. It's going to be very, very nerve-wracking on that play right there.
Add to it. All right, dang it.
Oh, he got lucky. He got lucky, man. He got that push. Okay, there's your red dot. See, that's a full position exit right there now.
This is real life sim trading, right? I have no idea how it's going to pan out. I made a mistake. I meant to add the 1 back on. You see my ATM was set to 2. I added 2 back on, so I made some real boo-boos there, guys. All right. And again, I'm not going to go back and reset, because in real trading, we cannot go back and reset. Again, I'm trying to aim for this juicy PRZ right up here. I'm getting nervous with this trade, though. Remember this back behind the green dot.
I do see we have a new PRZ up here now, though, so that's helping his position to pull that up there.
Don't like that. We'll see if we push to the top of it. Come on. Come on.
Very nice.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's so tough. Oh, did that turn into pink on a king? Oh, that's so tough.
Killed it. All right, so this is going to be a bad day, or it's going to be a good day. We're going to see.
That's so hard.
I should have took one.
But now he does have a J hook right there now. So look at that. That is a perfect level J with that straight leg. I told you guys, this is a jackknife, right? When you get that move coming up and then you got that hard down, this is your jackknife, and you want to see that thing swing all the way out. So now he should measure from here. Fib line, I would grab your fib and you go from right here. I'm going to do a blue dot here. Measure your fib from here to right here, right? It's the length of this jackknife, in case you're wondering. So picture that jackknife swinging out, and the length of the blade is how far up we're going. Okay, so you want to put that blade length probably right about there. Okay, let's see.
I am getting a little bit nervous here. I'm just going to pull that one off there. I'm going to pull that up a little bit. Again, I did not execute well, guys. On that, I'm going to close that. I did not execute well on that. I made a ton of mistakes. When I go back and watch this video for myself, I'm going to be really agitated at myself. I made mistakes. I fat fingered, for instance. I fat fingered. I went to add 1 back on. I added 2. And this is why we practice, right? This is exactly why we practice. In your head, you can know what you should do. Oh, I see this. I need to do X, Y, Z, right? I did not. I hit 2. I made a mistake, just like you could do in real life trading.
Oh man, I wish you just kind of let it play. I kind of am curious if that thing ends up going all the way up and out. I don't know if he plays it or not.
That's why this is really the power of being able to use a playback situation. But look, I started off and I did not know what was going to happen this day. I started off over $900 in the hole, and I was still able to recover. But imagine if you've never practiced being down, right? You've never practiced being down, and you come into the market, and you fire off a couple trades like, oh, you got it sinking, oh, I'm down $900, and you just looking at your charts in a day saying, oh my goodness, what do I do? What do I do? I want to get it back, but I don't want to make it worse, and you just let fear over consume you. Now, what's really funny is I had emotions similar to when I'm trading on trade number 5. The other trades I was already down, no big deal. And again, I did not practice this ahead of time, guys. I did not know what was going to unfold. I want to make this video real authentic and just let it go how it was. Plus, it gave me a little bit of practice of backtesting. So I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. 1, I got a little bit of playback experience today as I'm recording this video, and 2, you guys get to learn how you guys can overcome losses. Don't let losses paralyze you, have you live in fear. Again, I made a lot of mistakes on this. When I go back and watch this video, I'm probably going to be embarrassed of how I actually traded this, but the most important thing was I was able to recover, and I was actually still green. I wasn't sure if I was going to be green or not. I was pretty confident I would overcome a lot of that loss, but essentially, if we went ahead and we added this up, right, 537 plus the 900, I'll say 950 that we were down, I essentially generated $1,487 of fake money, simulated money. And if you look, we started trading right around 930. It's only 940, so guess what?
So 10 minutes just recording all of the mess. I won't even say mess ups, just like all of the imperfections. You do not have to be perfect to be profitable with our system. 10 minutes of work, $1,400. I don't know what anybody's complaining about. Let's cue the music and let's have some more fun. Thanks, Mike Schwartz, for letting us critique you on your stuff. But now let's have a little bit more fun. We're doing open mic night, and let's see if we can get one of these trolls to come on the microphone. I'm gonna bet they can. Again, I don't understand what the deal is with everybody who lives with their moms, but they will not by any means get out from behind that keyboard and get on a telephone. I don't know what the deal is, but hey, maybe tonight will be the night if you would like to come on this chat with us and prove that you are a man and make your mommy proud. Come right on over here, and all you gotta do is click the button right there. Just click it. It says Vinny Jams Live. Bam, come talk to me live. Right there, bam, give you right there. Let's talk. All right. Let's answer some questions. So let's first go to the people who are on the microphone. Is anybody on the microphone? You guys who are hanging out here, anybody have any live questions? Open the floor to you guys first. If not, I'm gonna go and have some fun with some of these folks talking over here in the chat.
Open the floor to you guys first. If not,
Who do we got? Anybody coming on? Let me unmute T-Mike here. Server mute, unmuted. T-Mike. Lost code, what's up? Jan TT, how you doing? River Trades, how are you, my friend?
Jan TT, how you doing? River Trades, how are you, my friend? River Trades, how are you, my friend?
Yeah, hey, sorry, I was trying to. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to
there's a little bit of a feedback delay.
Get myself in, keep the mic on at the same time.
This is going to be hard because we've got the delay on the feed, so I don't know if that's going to work. You got your volume up pretty loud. You might need a headset. We'll have a little bit of a delay there. But did you have a specific question that we could go through? Or you in your 40 days? What type of stuff you'd like to chat with? We're still there?
I think he was trying to figure out how to listen to the live stream and chat here, so
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to respond.
That's kind of hard. Yeah, you would have to probably turn off the live stream and just have a chat. So turn off the live stream if you are listening to this, River Trade, or somebody wants to come on. There is that delay. It's very weird. I don't know how many seconds delay it is, but it's very weird when you're trying to listen to it on YouTube and then talk to me here. So just listen to me like we're doing a telephone call. Just hop right in here and let's talk like on the microphone and not through the YouTube channel. And I'll try to.
I was trying to like watch the I was trying to watch YouTube and like talking to the microphone.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
App.
Let's have a chat. So talk to me about so where are you at? I think you're in your first 40 days. Or talk to me about how things are going. You got questions for me? What do you want to chat about?
Nah, I mean, so actually it didn't really take me 40 days. It took me like a lot longer, but so yeah, I just finished going through the lesson library now, and I think I'm pretty sure of like the strategy that I want to focus on going into the next 40 days in terms of like swinging at every instance of that strategy that I see. So
okay, and so let's talk about 4 trades. Do you have your 4 strategies picked out? What are your 4 strategies?
Yeah, I like the DCDM, the double dot, the harmonic dot.
Yeah.
And for the 4th, I was thinking shoot. I wasn't really too sure about the I like
how
the
about I add on for you? So you're good with 3. Remember I always tell you 3 or 4. Okay, so the 4th is not required, but how about if I toss one into you? I'm going to add to you. How about the shark back? With the shark back, you also get thrown in the shark tail. So the shark back, shark tail kind of comes together. I'll toss that in one to you because I like that one for new folks because it's got very, very small risk, and the risk reward ratio is very awesome. It's very easy to see. So I'm going to throw in the shark back and shark tail for you. How about that?
Okay, I'll write that down.
All right. So as you're going in your next 40 days, I would encourage you, if you haven't done so already, did you get to watch the previous 2 live mic nights?
Nah, I just finished the lesson library today.
Okay.
So and then I was gonna start the going through the previous 2 open mic, but then I saw what you put in the main chat about having a new open mic, so I was like, okay, well let me just go ahead and try to do that right now.
Yeah, sure, why not? So what I would encourage you to do, because I won't go through all of the usual stuff on the 40 days, I think the previous ones we covered those pretty well. If you have a specific question, I definitely want to answer your question, but I would encourage you to if you want to know what you need to do into your next 40 days. Those last 2 open mic nights, I went into a lot of detail talking specifically around the folks who were coming into that, and you're going to get a lot from that. Okay. I answer all those. You're going to know exactly what you do. And now that you and I have talked about your 4 set up there. You've got your fourth. I think you also, did you send me a picture of your setup?
No, I haven't done that, but I can do that tonight.
So do me a favor, take a picture of your hardware, your layout for your monitors and your desk area. That way, if there's anything that's standing out to me, I'll critique that. And I would say as you go in your next 40 days, remember in the middle 40 days, I really want a lot of screenshots of your trade setup so that I can give you feedback and make sure you're not doing anything. You know, this just too zoomed in, too zoomed out. You have the wrong instruments, or you've got the wrong indicators on the chart, some that might be deprecated, all those very small things that we want to make sure we get all out of the way in your first 40 days. So make sure you include those screenshots while you're going. Plus it'll increase your clock cycles in your brain for taking screenshots while you're trading. It's an extra thing you have to do. And when you don't have to do that when you go live, we now free up those clock cycles to do all of the mental thought processes through while you're live trading. Okay?
All right, yeah. So, yeah, that's the one thing that I didn't get yet. Is I got the mouse, the keyboard, and all that stuff, but I still have to make sure I get a screenshot software.
Okay, yeah, and we have I'll point you to lesson 6 if you want to talk about the two that we recommend. The ShareX, if you're looking for the free one. If you want the upgrade to Snagit has some cool features like the little tray thing, easier to make gifts and a couple of those things. But ShareX is great. That's the other one you would want to get, and it's free.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I was actually planning to get ShareX. I was actually planning to get Snagit.
Okay.
But you're saying that ShareX is just as good.
ShareX is really just as good in my opinion. You can do all the same bindings and whatnot, and just if you want to do some crazy extra stuff, then Snagit might be fun, but it's $50. You can save yourself $50. ShareX is great and does all the cool stuff too, and all the drawings and the quick screenshot, which is the most important part, is that you take quick screenshots and then you can share them quickly. ShareX does all that for you.
Yeah, all right. And yeah, so in terms of the question, so you said making sure that I take screenshots of my trades, and should I wait, I'm going through the Discord. Do I put it in the my screenshots in the channel for
in the E-mini main chat? So you'll see that here. I know you're not looking at the screen, but yes, in the E-mini main chat, we just do it all in here because I love people being able to give the feedback directly. Everybody's got eyeballs on this area. And you can see those just right away and get feedback immediately. Everybody's seeing it. There's a lot of things that help with that. So yes, definitely put them into the main chat, and that's it.
Oh yeah, and one more thing is when you were going through my Schwarz's video, I was thinking about the whole fear thing, messing around with the orders so that you are starting in negative, and I was wondering if I could apply that to my middle 40 days where I maybe had a 1-to-1 ratio of 1 day start off the market replay in the. Oh wait, I'm sorry, because you said that in the middle 40 day we only really supposed to focus on just taking shots. Because I was actually thinking having a 1-to-1 ratio of, this day start off in the negative, and then the next day just start off on a blank slate, and then just go back and forth between those.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm more concerned that you get a lot of clicks, but there's nothing wrong with starting in the negative. You are going to need that separate training anyhow, and it's a great time to do it in your middle 40 days. That's a great idea. I hadn't even considered doing alternate days, but yeah, absolutely. I think you'll get two birds with one stone. Why not? As main thing is that you get clicks. I'm not concerned with the P&L. I am more concerned with the clicks. In the final 40 days, I'm going to focus on your sizing and working through your trades 1 through 5 and your filtering. So right now, more clicks, more ticks. If you want to click your way out, and also because I know that as you go, you're going to get yourself in the negative by me forcing you to take every single one of those trades. You are going to go into the negative. So as you go into the negative, that should automatically teach it to you. But yeah, absolutely. If you want to push it farther, this is definitely the time to do it. I agree.
Wait. I thought you. Wait, I'm sorry. I want to make sure I didn't mishear you. But didn't you say I shouldn't focus on sizing in my second 40 days?
Yeah, correct. I think you can, but don't stress about it. You can do it. You should be applying anything that you've heard in the videos, but I'm saying we really focus on it in the final third 40 days before you go live. I'm more concerned right now with click, getting those clicks and moving your stops and targets. The mechanics are more important right now than sizing. There's nothing wrong with trying sizing right now. All right, but I'm just trying to make sure that the focus is on the executions and stops and targets, closing out positions. That's the most important thing during the middle 40 days. And then sizing and all that will focus in the final 40 days, but it's not bad if you want to start it now. Does that make sense? There's some freedom there.
Yeah. So basically, only thing you just take every shot that you see, focus on execution, stops, and target, and I'll make sure that I send you a picture of my setup.
Perfect. Yeah, and as you there's a lot more details as you go into the previous live mic nights that I won't go into here tonight, but go watch those and you'll see, a lot of the details, even down to the granularity of the questions that you're asking. They'll get answered there again.
All right, cool. Oh, and hey, since this is my this is actually the first time I've ever talked to you, so should I because I know you do like a whole gold knife thing, the golden
need to get you your gold knife. You're at your 40 days, so definitely I've got your address stuff. This is officially your 40 days. Just send me, hey, I'm at my 40 days. That's going to trigger to kick off and send out your golden knife to you. You're in the United States and the continental US.
Yeah. Wait, should I email you?
No, just everything in Discord. Just direct message me. You were sending me direct messages earlier today. Just send me a direct message in there that I think you already did. Tell me that you were done with your 40 days, and that's what triggers off me firing out and sending off your golden knife. As long as you're inside the continental United States, we have problems sending them outside the U.S. for various reasons. I guess they don't like sending sharp objects in the mail. So, are you in the U.S.?
Yeah. I'm in Georgia.
Georgia, perfect. I can send to Georgia, brother. I'm gonna send you one.
Yeah, down south, baby.
All right, I'll send you a golden knife, my friend. Great to have you. Thanks for joining us.
All right. You've been it's actually my first time talking to you. It's been nice talking to you.
You too,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
And I want to apologize. I think you were one of the guys I gave a hard time when you came in here. I think you came from Matthew Owen's room, and I thought you were one of my trolls. So I'm just going to personally apologize. I unfortunately have to deal with some of the most disgusting scumbags on the planet, like Sam S over here. You're still over here, like going at it. But yeah, I apologize for grouping you in originally. We had a miscommunication as we started.
I think it was actually really funny because because I came to you from Triforce Trader, Matt, and the guy Shalom Benzel or whoever it is that you keep talking about. Like I saw him on Twitter and it seemed like he was kind of like talking like he seemed like he kind of like knew what he was talking about. So I was like, okay, well I guess it couldn't hurt to like just have more people who seem to have a knowledge about the markets, because it hurts to learn more. But then I actually found out more, and I was like, oh, I had no idea.
Then you realize Shalom Benzev is a complete moron, and you're like, my bad.
Yeah, but hey, man, I'm just focused on like,
poor guy's a mess.
Yeah, all right, but I don't want to hold up the chat, but I appreciate it.
Oh, it's a pleasure, my friend. Thanks for coming and chatting.
All right.
Who else? Anybody else on the audio before I start talking to the folks who are typing away over here?
Hello there, Vinny.
Any other audio people?
Hello there, Vinny.
How are you, my friend?
It's Lost Code.
Lost Code, what's up, buddy? Good to talk to you again. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, good. So I just wanted to ask if you can critique a little bit my setups. I saw you commenting earlier today on one of my setups that I did, that I put it in the public chat. I just want you to grill me a little bit.
All right, let's do it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find all your stuff. I'm gonna type in Lost Code here. Let's see what Lost Code's been up to from today, particularly. Let's scroll back here. All right, so from today, or you want to go back farther?
Whatever you want, boss.
I see something here that says something's off. Is it just me, or the algo bars look different? Okay, so yes, your algo bars are the wrong color. So
yeah, I fixed that problem. It was actually the workspace.
Yeah, the workspace is wrong there. Okay, so you got that one fixed. All right, so I'm going to go past that one. I'm going to go to the next one. So the next one looks like you got everything fixed, and we've got a nice video. I love these. How are you creating your videos here?
I'm just using ShareX, and I actually
ShareX, there you go. So River Trades. Here's one guy using. See what he's able to do with ShareX. He's literally like recording this whole thing while he's taking a trade. Now, I usually recommend people probably do GIFs because some of these can get a little bit longer, but these are fast trades. He's trading the YM. So these aren't too bad. So looks like here we've got a double dot to the long side, and I like over here on the left, the majority of this trade is MACV green, even though it's currently, you know, it looks like it's currently red, but you've got the majority green, so good play here to take a double dot off the bottom. You don't have the delta, so unfortunately I can't give you any feedback on the delta.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think you don't have lifetime Ninja Trader, is that correct?
Not yet. Not
That's
yet.
okay.
No.
So not a problem there. I don't see, actually I do see a volume spike right here, so we might get that shift. This is something, if you don't have the deltas, what you can substitute for is this right here. He's got a, whoops. He does have a bit of a cluster of volume in this spot right here. So if he is looking to see if this is going to be a position where we could take, I mean, he's literally like catching the knife here. Okay, but he's got a blue dot, power dot, plus the green double dot play. Not too bad. Hopefully you're targeting just target one on this. Let's take a peek. Putting your targets down and in it into the PRZ. Looking good. You got space to the king timing. You got 2 bars of space to the king timing, and you got a big, gigantic white cross on the higher time frame. Looking good. Plus to the left, we've got double crosses on the left. Good place for this to accumulate. So very safe play. I would call this a safe play on this one. Unfortunately, I can't speed these up. This is what I was saying. Like, I prefer GIFs. So if you can learn how to do GIFs, this is a 3-minute video. So unfortunately, 3 minutes of my time is a very, very lengthy period of time. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward and click through these a little bit. But let's see. We are playing, and we're getting up into the PRZ. Very nice. He's holding it through, and we're at the back of the PRZ. I will be pressing the close button right about now. Very, very nice. I love that one. So remind me of your plays. You are a double dot player, obviously. What else are you?
Yeah, basically, we talked about we talked about the headshot, the headshot, the HMD, the shark back or shark tail. I'm sorry, shark tail, and the double the PRZ cross. But
okay,
to be honest,
so I didn't hear double dot in there, but you took a double dot. There's nothing wrong with that. I always tell people all the time, like, you know, take the plays. You know the plays right now in your middle 40 days. I'm more concerned with you taking the clicks and getting those ticks in, so that's awesome. As long as you're taking a lot of plays, my main thing is get those plays, get those plays, get those plays, because I want your mechanics right now. I will take those mechanics in your final 40 days and hone it in and crush it, right? So this is looking good. Let's see, this one, HMD 50 cent. Ooh, 50 cents are a little bit tricky, so let's take a peek at this one. This one's about 2 minutes. All right, so let me see what we got. Double dot and a 50 cent. Oh, that's good. And okay, got to be careful because the MACV is majority green. However, we are deep in the red, so good play to the short side. You got the king timing turn. Looking good. It's a great double dot play. I would try to be getting it a little bit closer to that. This one's way behind on the entry, as you probably already know. You got perfect setup there down to the king timing. You have space, and this is a full video, so I'm gonna go fast forward it. There you go. Targets into the PRZ. That's a beauty. I got no critiques there. I see you putting your stops back behind the first dot on the double dot. That's the proper location. Some people get that confused. They think that they're supposed to put the stop behind the double dot. No, it's behind the first one, because if the first dot breaks, is it a double dot anymore? Nope. So it's no longer a double dot. That means you're playing a single dot. Do we want to play a single dot? No. However, this one is a HMD. So he could, since this is a substitute, he could still put a stop back here, only because in this case, he does have a PRZ with a dot, which can function as what? That can be an HMD. So he's got an HMD plus a double dot right here. This is a great combo kill. Combo kill. Great play there, sir. Love it. Man, I got no critiques on that, bro. Any specific questions you want to ask? Otherwise, man, I'm giving you high fives.
No, man.
And your zoom levels are proper too. So I'm looking at your charts. Everything. Your zoom levels are good. All that kind of good stuff. I see spots improved too. She's got hers all something's up with her. I don't think she's got her on her too. She doesn't have harmonics for some reason. Or I don't know why they're blank. Oh, it was a blink. She just caught that while it was blinking. Okay, no big deal. No, looks good, my friend. Any specific question you got for me?
No, not at all. I'm still enjoying.
Beautiful. Then keep on track, brother. Keep it on. Keep it on.
All right.
Hey, I had a question for you. Man. Did you end up doing that fasting thing we talked about? Are you up for it?
Oh, yes, I did.
You? Okay, I mean, it's personal there, so we'll talk about that later. But I just was curious. I didn't want to push you on. I'm just asking. Curious. All right, man. Let's talk about it later.
All right, man.
Beautiful, sir. All right, man. All right, anybody else on the microphones?
Yo, Vinny. Hey. I got a quick question.
What do we got?
I love a bit of time.
Dr. Noise, how are you, sir?
Yes. Just a general outlook because, well, we are halfway through January 2020. So, what is the thing we should be most excited about?
Great question. Oh man, you're like, I would call you Dr. Segway, baby. Dr. Segway. All right, I'm glad you asked. Well, as a matter of fact, well, come on down. Here's what we got here coming into 2022, folks. It's going to be a very exciting year. So, if you guys haven't seen the awesome work that we have had multiple people working through and contributing to our new website, if you haven't seen it, it's amazing. Go check out algoboxpro.com. Special shout outs to Triforce Trader. Matthew Owens has also threw his hat into the ring to volunteer to be like, hey, Vinny, I can do some stuff for the website if you'd like me to pitch in and help. Awesome work there. Special shout outs to Yosef, Curtis G, Shannon, Triforce Trader. You guys are freaking, amazing people. I don't even know what to do with myself. For you guys,
anytime.
Just outstanding work. So website, absolutely killer. Member section, Matthew Owens getting that set up for us on the very first part of that. Very, very cool. You guys are no longer going to have to go over here and deal with my mess over here in the lesson library and order section. I mean, I did the best of what I could inside of Discord. All right, it's a list and there are playlists, but I know it's like lists of lists are annoying. This is the best way I could do it. But guess what? There is now a members section on the website. My old website, I could not do a members section, so it was a limitation of the host provider that I had. No longer a problem. So beautiful stuff there from the folks who are contributing to that, so you guys can thank them when we get this release here. That is coming out, I promise, before February the 1st. We were trying to hit it in December, got pushed back. Had babies, all this kind of fun stuff, getting pushed back, and we're here. We're here right now, final time. If you didn't know, first of all, if you don't see our old website with the old 5K offer, I'm telling you, once that's gone, you are going to regret not having gotten in if you did not get in before that, because you're going to be missing 3 robots, because those 3 robots are coming. Somebody had asked earlier about the lunch bot. Well, there's 2 others going to be released on the first date of our software release on the new website. You guys are going to be getting all 3 of the bots headshot, 2-finger salute, and the lunch bot. And after that, not even lunch bot's going to be included for gold members in the future. So you do want to be in here now. And those of you guys who did it, you guys get to be like, yeah, we were the founders. We were around here when we were small. I told you guys for a long time, if you guys were here when I was small, I will remember you when we take over the world. Something like that, when we're big. So that's exciting stuff. More live streaming coming, right? We're going to have some more live streaming. I was planning on streaming the entire competition with ICT, but apparently, hello, where's ICT? Where's that Donovan kid? Where's Donovan at? Yeah, I know he's living with his mom and whatnot, but hey, go tap your mom on the shoulder, ask her if she can call ICT, because I know she probably hasn't given you a phone yet, bro. But go and see if you guys can get ICT to do a competition with me, all right? We're waiting for him to enter into the Robins. Come to find out, speaking of Robins, let's talk about this real quick. ICT's mentor, this guy who he just loves to look up to, Larry Williams, I have proven out the guy's a fraud. Not only is he a fraud, he's also a tax protester, busted, hauled into IRS court. And Larry Williams, we started to talk as guys do around the campfire about a lot of things. Well, apparently, Larry Williams not only did that, but this is a beautiful article here. I'm gonna post this in the room. You guys go check this one out. This is extreme tax avoidance. This guy, I'm telling you, man, they just think they are God's gift to the world and they don't have to pay taxes. Well, this is ICT's guy. And on top of that, his daughter supposedly won the Robins. Bro, it wasn't his daughter. It was him running a secondary account under his daughter's name. His daughter didn't know jack shit about it, come to find out. And he's got 2 more daughters in the whole thing. And guess what? They're not fucking trading. He's trading all 3 of their accounts. Folks, if y'all don't know that the whole Robins competition is a fraud, I don't know what else to tell you. And Larry Williams is a fraud. And so is the entire Robins clan. Frauds. But guess what? I could still fucking win that competition. The problem is they came back and wrote me after I've exposed them. They're writing back to me, giving me excuses why I can't enter into the Robins. They literally said, well, we're not going to support Ninja Trader. The fuck? How hard is it to just audit my fucking statements? How stupid is that? Anyway, They won't let me enter into the competition. Go, surprise, fucking surprise, right? But ICT's like, well, you should be able to do it with anything. Okay, well, listen, how about we flip the tables on that? ICT, since you can trade on anything because you just trade on naked charts anyways and your system is shit, why don't you get on with me on any trading platform? I don't care what. But as long as I get to use my system, because yes, I do have a limitation. My system is badass because we use ALGOBOX. And for people like, well, it's expensive and says, blah, blah, blah. Folks, it's free. If you can't afford my system, it is free. My training is free. Our room is open and free. So if I hear one more excuse that, oh yeah, well, ICT is free, he loves me. Listen, he's frauding you. First of all, he's telling you a bunch of horse manure on the YouTube anyway. He even says it in his videos multiple times that you need more than just the YouTube videos, and yet in another videos, like, oh no, that's all you need is in the YouTube. Bro, he's just trying to get you to watch his YouTube. Anyhow, we also found out that ICT is flipping cars for a living. So listen, folks, I don't know why anybody is still following ICT. If you are, listen, come on the microphone. I want to hear your mental inability to like reason, right? Y'all are insane. So yeah, thanks for hopping on there. Any other specific questions around any of that? Other things coming. Oh, that playlist thing you had, great idea, Dr. Noise. I love it. We are going to do that. I'm going to put out a live playlist thing. I think that's a great idea. I'm just going to put it on loop, man, and we'll just have it running all the time. I'm going to put my entire playlist into a multi-hour reel, like, you know, you've seen those long ones on YouTube before. It's like 4 to 8 hours of just video of just music. Why not, right? Let's live stream it. What do you think? Y'all good with that? We'll live stream it that way. Everybody's listening to the same thing. I think it's a beautiful way to cohesively keep everybody in tune and like jamming and rocking. I think it's a great idea, bro. I love it. Appreciate that. Let's see. What else do we got there? Other things coming? Okay, let's talk about this. Some of the things we just released on the left-hand side, Mac V Ultimate Alerts. We touched on this briefly. The most recent one is obviously current. Have you guys noticed when these were firing off like crazy, okay? If there are multiples of these coming in at a lot, like rapidly in rapid succession, guess what this means? It means that the markets are going like this. So what does that mean? That means I can short the highs and I can buy the lows, right? If you don't see a lot of these, meaning the timing, the cadence of these, you can literally read just from the cadence of these firing off that we are likely in a trend. Simple as that. Keep that in mind as you watch these. These are going to be available in a mobile app very soon, so you can put these on a tablet or a phone. That's going to be cool. We're also going to have ways to track your market replay stats. We're going to be talking about that in our mobile app. That's coming this year. Very, very cool stuff coming on the mobile app side of the house. Another huge thing. Did you guys hear that Ninja Trader just purchased Trade-Evate? Are you joking me? Folks, we're taking over the world. I told you guys a long time ago, Ninja Trader is the best platform. And I'm not talking about, I don't get a kickback from them. I don't get anything from them. Literally nothing. I don't even think they like me, quite frankly. And I don't care. Guess what? Guess how much I care. Curtis, do I care? Nope, we don't care. And the beautiful thing about that is that we are taking over, folks. Trade-Evate, do you know how big that is? They also bought all of the dormant accounts. They bought all of the Phillips accounts, and now they just bought out Trade-Evate. You crazy monkeys who are in ICT still thinking that, oh, y'all are better than anything in Digitrade. Y'all are crazy. I can literally internally do optimizations on the fly. You guys are nuts. You cannot beat our system, bro. It's like you're playing League of Legends and like some level 20s trying to punch on a level 70. Bro, y'all aren't even in the same class. We're not even playing the same ball game. You are not going to win. You cannot beat us. Woo! Next, let's crank up that music. Oh, do you feel that? Donovan, I want to talk to you. Donovan, how do I join your Discord? All right, somebody give him a link, please. Discord.gg/Vinny Emini. .gg/Vinny Emini. There you go, buddy. Click on that link. Let's go, baby. Get on the microphone. I would love to hear Mr. Donovan's voice. Can't wait. All right. Other things. Man, there's going to be a lot, folks. Algo Matrix coming. Another thing. Every 10th signal coming into this chat is also going to come into the public main chat. I did that for a reason. I like the cadence. I think the cadence is very important. If you're seeing a lot of these in the main public chat, that means we're looking back and forth, which means I'm going to take more plays, but T1, T2 plays. If I'm not seeing as many of them, then I'm gonna try to hit that big trade. I'm gonna try to hit that J hook that day. You got me? The J hook during the beast mode that I've told you guys about over and over again. Those are the biggest plays ever. Those are the ones you're gonna have. Your $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 days are gonna come from those days. Keep that in mind, and the MACD Ultimate is going to help you with that. And if you are a person who only has a single screen, I'm going to talk to you guys for a minute. Single screen setups, there's a whole video on that. We're going to be focusing on being able to whittle down our system into the most narrow space that we can get it for you in 22, although I still recommend, if you have it, get it. But I know that we're getting a lot of people from ICT who ICT targets people of low income. He targets people who don't know what's going on with, they don't have the ability to know about the crap that ICT is doing, and he targets them. We are going to do the opposite. We are going to reach out and help them. A lot of them don't have the computer capacity to run ALGOBOX. I want to focus to give them something that they can pull themselves out of where they are. If it's in poverty, pull them out. But people always say, oh, pull them up by their own bootstraps. Folks, you have to at least have boots in order to pull up by your own straps. So let's at least give them boots. Are you with me? Anyhow, let's talk about it. Donovan, I'm still waiting on you. ICT noob, you can't even figure out how to get inside of Discord. This proves to me, once again, ICT people are the stupidest traders in the entire trading community. And with that, I'm gonna go hit the restroom, and then I can't wait to talk to Donovan. Get on the microphone, bro, let's talk. All right, did Donovan figure out how to get in here yet?
Nope.
Just joined. All right, who is that? Donovan, is that you?
No, that's me, Vinny Curtis.
What's up, Curtis? What's up, brother?
Hey, bud.
All right, so he's not coming on. Let's see if I can scroll up here and answer some questions here. Any other things, Curtis, we need to touch on? What other cool stuff we doing? Well, Curtis is already doing a series, by the way. If you guys haven't seen some of his series, Curtis is going to be contributing on the video front, breaking down some of the technical stuff. He also produced and put out, if you guys are looking for the SAC, all right, small account challenge, the entire set of market replay data is now available on the left-hand side of our Discord. Go download my entire SAC. You guys can enjoy that. You're gonna love it. Press play. You're gonna love it. Promise. Promise. You're gonna love it. You can play right side by side with me before you go live. That is required for those of you guys who come to the final 40 days. You're gonna go get that market replay data. You're gonna trade with me side by side. You're gonna hear my voice in your head. Let's roll. Next. Let's see. Okay, y'all can't talk about trading. I don't hear any of you guys. I'm gonna pause this music here real quick. All right, I want to hear one of you guys. Sam. Well, no, you're not an ICT guy. Where's Donovan? Donovan, talk to me. You want to show some ICT results? No. I want you to first talk about. Oh, you're on your phone right now. Well, that's lovely. All right, well, on your phone, why don't you just click on the button and join our Discord, and you can do it on your phone. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, ICT kids are so stupid. They don't even know that you can literally click on the button and, like, be right there, just like you're on your telephone. Like, just click on the button, bing, and you're in, and it works. And your phone has a microphone. It's amazing how that works. It's like, oh, really? Oh, I never heard of that. Oh, that's so crazy. Woo! Some sentiment. All right. The question to you is, ICT has blown his account 3 times in the Robins. He refuses to get into competition with me. I want to hear you defend that. What do you think of your mentor who talks about the Robins all the time but won't enter into the Robins? Explain that. And 2, explain to me how it is that once we figured out from Joel Robbins himself that ICT, the inner circle trader from Maryland with all of his home address and everything matched up, because I had verified everything. And you guys can go call up Joel Robbins himself. He will tell you to your face on the well, not to your face because he's gonna do it on a telephone call, but you can ask him for it yourself. I recorded the whole call. You guys got part of it already. And yes, ICT has blown his account 3 times, 2017, 2018, and 2019, blown his account. Not just like, oh, didn't make money or didn't get on the leaderboard, didn't get on the leaderboard at all, but literally blew his account, minus 95%. Do you know what that means? It means he went in with $5,000 because he didn't even, I mean, that guy's got no money. So he goes in with $5,000 account. Oh, let me toss in my 5K because I'm flipping Corvettes, probably the money that he made on his last Corvette that he flipped. Tosses in his 5K and retrieves 500. Imagine that. You put in 5,000 and when you get out, you lost $4,500 and you're taking home 500. What a loser. God bless. And this is the guy teaching you guys stuff. ICT concepts that don't work in live markets. It's why he tells you to sit and do non-live markets for 1.5 years so you'll just pay him. And by the time you're done with that, you're like, oh, I'm here so long. Yeah, whatever. And then he tells you just hadn't studied long enough. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are absolutely crazy. I'm waiting. I still do not hear an excuse. What is the excuse? What possible excuse could he have? Blowing his account 3 times in the Robins, and he talks about it all the time, and then won't get into competition. Huh? Oh, you still think he's good, though? Tell me, Donovan. Say, ICT's concepts are the best, and ICT's the god. He's awesome. Come on, say it. Let's hear it again. What the fuck do I want you on the Discord? I want to hear your voice. I want to hear how stupid you are. This whole typing out here thing, like having to wait on you to type because you're a slow typer too because you're stupid. Yeah, I'm tired of it. You want to come in here and talk? Bro, I can answer your questions. Get on a call. You're a pussy. That's why. You're a pussy. You won't get on a talk. You guys are fucking pussies. You don't want to talk about ICT? All right, let's talk about something else. First of all, well then admit, I can't believe that ICT won't admit that he blew his account 3 times in the Robins and that he's hiding it. Go ahead, say that, and then we can talk about something else. Say this out loud, Vinny. Volatility is a function of available liquidity. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Bro, you think you sound smart, and this is some horseshit. Volatility is a function of available liquidity. All right. So, we'd love to have this conversation. Why can't you just come over here and answer we'll have a real talk. Do I literally have to come over here and read your fucking responses? Because my question to that is, so you didn't imply to say just because volatility, you're saying that volatility is from liquidity? So are you saying increased liquidity increases volatility, or is it the opposite? Less liquidity equals more volatility? Because I'm about to blow your mind because I know what you probably think and you're wrong. Now let me wait. This little pussy won't get on a call because he has no balls. He lives with his mom and his name's probably Charles. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Has he said anything yet? Nope, still waiting. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. He's a pussy, won't get on a call. I don't know why. Oh, I do know why. Because again, talk. Oh. Volatility is a function of available liquidity. He just repeated himself. This is how stupid people from ICT camps are. Look, they just repeat themselves. I literally asked a question. So, if volatility goes up, are you saying that liquidity goes down or liquidity goes up? And or vice versa? And which one causes which? Which one is, what's causation? What are you saying is causation? I know the answer. You don't. My point is, I want to make you look stupid like you are because it's very simple. You don't even know what this means. Or what, okay, let's say that you know what it means, but you don't know the causation. You can't say which one drives which. And I've already proven before. That's not ICT, that's fine. Then get on a call. You're still a pussy. You can't defend him, honestly you can't. Thank you, Donovan. Okay, you know what? You got a red star for me. That's a gold star. I'm gonna give you a gold star. Even ICT's own guy who defends his concepts, supposedly says that he can trade with them, says that he can't defend him on that. And thank you. Thank you for some honesty. It's rare to find an ICT person who is honest. Now, most of them are in our room, honestly. We've got a lot of ICT people who have converted. They're in our room, okay? But the ones who are out here chatty Cathy and still trying to, defend that his stuff works and whatnot, usually are not dishonest. So I'm going to give you Again, let's start on a good foot. And you were willing. You did say, "Hey, how do I get on?" Thank you for that. At least you would be willing to. Sam is a complete pussy. He does. I mean, why is he even here? Like, he's not in ICT camp. Says he's not in my camp either. He's just here to troll. Like, what kind of useless life do you have? And when you're given the opportunity to come on and you want to be a real troll and talk to me man to man, like, talk to me to my face. Tell me what an idiot I am to my face. Oh, you can't. Oh, you're too scared. You scared? What are you scared of, bro? You're scared because I'm gonna make you look like a fool. I mean, let's be honest. You're gonna look like you're gonna show how stupid you actually are, right? You literally repeated yourself here when I asked you a follow-up question. You said the same thing twice in a row. You fucking moron. Oh, Chris Laurie! Chris Laurie, you are a fucking moron. Chris Laurie is a fucking moron, and you are a fucking moron. All right, now you're banned. All right, this guy is fucking out. Ah, he's done. Bye, Sam. Go play elsewhere. Chris Laurie, fucking moron, bro. Woo, bro. More scammers follow that nutbag than any other. That guy is the king of scammers. Go fuck yourself. Tell your mom I said hello. All right, now we're reaching the we're rated R now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We've reached it. East to west, Vinny to west. Thank you for that. Donovan. You're trying to join? Okay, cool. You know what? I'm going to stop giving you a hard time because, you know what, folks? Let's everybody give him a hand. Give Donovan a hand, folks. He has recognized that you cannot defend ICT's inability. The fact that he has blown his account in Robbins 3 times and yet claims that he's never been in it. There's a reason you're claiming that, but when Robbins literally says, yes, Michael J. Huddleston, literally listed as Inner Circle Trader, and blew his account 3 years in a row, bro. And he knows Chelsea. Chelsea knows you, bro. You said it. And Chelsea herself also verified because he went and talked with Chelsea to find out if it was you. And it's you crazy nutbag. You are a fraud. You are a shitty trader. You are teaching people nothing because your concepts don't work in real time. Ooh, yeah, he's cooking himself. Yeah, you know what? I like you, Donovan. I like you more and more already. And thank you for that, for pointing out. Yes, how do you defend that? How do you defend the fact that the guy chirps and tweets about Robbins 24/7, says nobody will join in with him? I say I'm going to take him up on it, and then he's like, oh, shoot. Now he's like quiet, silent Bob, right? He's scared to death of me. And he should be, because I'm throwing him in jail. I'm going to let him do his Friday thing. Then after that, folks, you ain't going to see ICT for a while. Write it down. All right, next. Let's see. So I erased a bunch of these questions. Were there any questions you guys think I should answer that came through from some of these little minions? Vinny, how do I get time and distinction on the trial? No problem, young Simba. Just send me a direct message and say, hey, Vinny, here's my machine ID. I would like an extension. Simple as that. Shane James says, loves the double dot play. Awesome. Recently got Ninja Trader, full Ninja Trader. It's very nice. Awesome, Captain Price. You get order flow. Yeah, you got the order flow thing now. You got the best now. Shalom Benzev is obsessed. Just a little. Anal kinetics, yeah. Too much anal. He's done it. It's wrecked his mind. See, wasted time to do if he's playing it at 1.5, and that market replay from Mark's video was the marker sped up. Seems like things were moving really fast when he hit play. 1.25. I had it run at 1.5. I started out at 1.5, rookie I did, but then I went to 1.25. And it was at the open. So too, another thing about that, he was playing at the open, and I tell you guys, like, kind of don't do that because it is a little bit too fast to be, you know, seriously accurate. I mean, you literally have to have seriously practice that a lot and just be on your toes and ready to go, and make sure you're increasing your size trades 1 through 5. Like, all that needs to be on your head very, very quickly to be able to trade at that open, and there's still going to be, you know, just dangerous. Hitting target 1, target 2 tops. Okay. Sam Donovan can't afford hits it. It's very good. Great coaching. Thanks, Gustavo. Appreciate that. Make sure I didn't miss anything real cool. Nebraska Furniture Mart Lambos. Yes. Oh, you know what's funny is ICT has said, oh yeah, I've owned more than this. I've had Aston Martins and I've had also. Oh really? Ask him to prove it. Why do none of you ICT kids, y'all come over here and tell me to prove everything, and I do. But then with ICT, you're like, oh, I mean, well, I mean, he's just, you know, he's just good. I know. Really? Have you heard his voice? Have you seen his hair plugs? Have you seen him? He looks like Jabba the Hutt. Have you seen his new, like, neck pullbacks and his jaw installations to make himself not look like he used to. I'm just saying. As a complete fraud and a con artist, and you guys are so like supposedly supporting that. Most of those accounts, though, they're all fakes. At least Donovan, we've at least proven that. Well, at least he's not a sock puppet. Most of them are sock puppet accounts. You guys think he has a big following, but it's not. They're all like the majority of those. Like there are hundreds, if not 1,000 or more, fake ass accounts out of Malaysia, and between him and his 4 other family members that run their whole fraud network, their whole little family of frauds. His wife purchases the burner phones, and they run multiple accounts out there, making you guys believe there's a lot of conversation going around his stuff. That's all manufactured. I would send my number, army to bust my phone all night. I mean, I don't mind calling you on a phone, bro. If you want to put it in there quickly, I mean, I'll just call you up, bro. I'm actually interested to talk to you. Like, I really am fascinated to talk to you. Let's give it 2 more minutes. Any other final questions? You guys want to pop them in there into the chat box, or we'll wait here on Donovan. He's got 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. 2 minutes. And counting. And I don't, bro, nobody wants to call you. Like, you can drop your number and then we can delete it. No, it's not going to be in this forever. And there's literally only 35 people on this live stream at this point. Everybody's going to sign it off. But I don't mind getting on to call you, bro. If you can drop a number, I'll give you a call. I got my notepad open here. I will copy paste your number over and I will delete it out of the chat if you want to post it. Just give it an opportunity if you want to. Because I am curious of your positioning and thought process on the ICT. Because I like that you're at least honest that, you know, you can't defend that. Like, I talk so much crap about that, and then ain't gonna go. It's crazy. Cray. Did you get the number? ICT kids. They're trying. All right. Any final questions? Let me think here. What else is coming? Curtis, what else did I miss here? What else have we talked about that's coming this year? It's going to be exciting. I feel like I covered it all. Got a lot. Some other things that I'm missing.
I think you pretty much touched on a lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Donovan, post your number real quick. I'll grab it and toss it off, and I'll make sure, you know, it's not going to get saved in the video. Like, there's basically 30 of, like, probably my closest followers that are still hanging out here tonight, bro. Nobody's going to be dialing you up, bro. And every phone these days has a block call number anyhow. Like, if somebody did decide, oh, I'm going to troll that guy, please. Be like 1 call and you'd be done. Nice music. Thanks, T-Mike. Have you revealed the Easter eggs in the Christmas video? Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, oh, is he in Discord? Yeah, he can direct message me. Tell him to send it to me. I'll pull it off here on the side so we don't reveal it. I got a Discord open on the side, brother. If you want to send me a direct message with your number in it, we'll shout it out.
Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control?
Big me up on one of your videos. Young Simba, I think you're asking, oh yeah, I hooked you up. So yeah, if you just send me your machine ID and I'll get you hooked up with the extension, no problem. All right, Christmas video, Easter eggs. The number again. Well, there's a couple ways. I mean, you can put your number in here in this chat box where you're already typing, or if you're in Discord and you want to send me a direct message, what's your username? Anybody know what his username is in the Discord? And I'll DM him since we can't figure out how to DM. it's all good. Hey, I appreciate people who are trying. You know, I don't mind if you're trying. We can always help. It's the people who ain't trying or don't want to try. You know, we got problems there. Yeah, send us your username. We'll contact you. Let's see, Easter eggs. It's a full 9 minutes here. I'll give you some hints in this. So, if you guys saw the video right before this one let's go to the left here. So the shorts, where is YouTube putting the shorts at? Here we go. So here are the shorts. I don't know if it's gonna let me go all the way to the left on these. Let's see. All right. So in this video, the Alexander awakens. Now, what we might have noticed is the old profile picture. Some things may or may not have been caught prior to... Anybody understand Fight Club? If you don't know Fight Club, it's a little bit lost as well. Fight Club is an individual who has a split thing. I don't want to ruin the whole movie for you, but if you understand the split, we'll just talk about it like this. I have a split, all right? And I don't mean split personality, but oh yeah, no, Vinny's he's a too great, you know, whatever. I'm just literally a purposeful and meaningful 2 sets of scenarios. Look down here, and you'll notice my profile picture image. Let me see if I can take this out here real quick. You guys see the overlay here. So the real me is there, and the Vinny Emini is fading. The old website is going away. The new has come. ALGOBOX Pro is here. And Vinny Emini is an attitude and a personality that was necessary for the times that he was here. And by he, I mean me. And my Tyler Durden, if you know who Tyler Durden is. So Tyler Durden, in that movie, Fight Club, is Vinny Emini. Vinny Emini is Tyler Durden for Vincent Alexander. You guys got that? So, in The Awakening, you saw this in the series. There is part 1 prior to this. If it's not letting me, it won't let me go any farther. Let me see if I can play all and put them in a list. There we go. So we got a list here now. So if we scroll down, and you will see the reveal of the Fight Club movie scene between myself and my own Tyler Durden right here. The struggle is real. Do not talk about it. The first rule of Fight Club is do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club, refer to the first rule, or also don't talk about Fight Club, right? So, name that movie. Wrong answers only. There's Vinny Emini in the infamous fur coat.
Got it. No.
And there's me. And my Tyler Durden. And there are these 2 alternating personalities fighting with one another. The good, the bad, but the bad that is good inherently to help what? The world. To what? Destroy things. If you guys watch that at the end of the movie, what are they blowing up? I don't want to ruin too much of the movie. You guys who haven't seen Fight Club, go check it out. But we are blowing things up. We are going to omelet the industry. The entire trading industry is being omeletted, and the Awakening, Alexander has arisen now. So the play into this on the Christmas video as Alexander awakens at 3 a.m. Anybody know about the witching hour that happens at 3 a.m.? This was on a Saturday night, 3 a.m. when this video was taken, and awaken Alexander, which you guys have never seen me front face. This is the very first front face video you have ever seen of the real Vinny Emini that you guys know as Vinny Emini, which is actually who? No one but yours truly, Vincent Alexander, meaning the unconquerable protector of men. I didn't know that either. Well, pay attention. We'll get a little closer to that. So we have the Awakening, which comes into the Christmas video right here. So knowing those 2 background pieces, you may or may not have caught the Easter eggs inside of this as Alexander begins to take over in this video right here. We begin with a new set of intros.
Bobby, by the way. Let's get it.
Welcome to the world, no heroes.
Alexander has awakened. Bebopping, having a good time. Nice guy. Is Vinny Emini a nice guy? Oh no, no he's not. Look at the profile picture on the left. First reveal of the official. Over there on the left, there's little guy. I get to be dad again. I get to be the nice guy. Wait for it. Rise! Anybody catch some of that? Some of that in there. There's a lot of it. There's some cool stuff in that song. You wanna check that out? Now, Liquid's on the left. Who's this? Right? What just happened? He's fading. He's fading. Uh-oh. What's that? What is this? Nice Christmas music? What do you see over here? Do you see it? Can you see it? It's in that frame. This is Fight Club moment. If you haven't seen Fight Club, you don't know what's up, but there is the Tyler Durden. Still showing, but the new is coming. Oh. Do you see it? Do you see it now? Oh. You see the goatee? Here, yeah. Ready for it? Oh. Ball of wonder. We move into the countdown. Oh. Do you see him? You see him coming? You see him coming? What's over here? Wait a minute. Something's blanked out. Who is it? Who's missing? Who's disappearing? Who's fading into the darkness? Alexander is coming. Vinny Emini is fighting to be free. He wants to stay. The DNA sequence is mixing. He's fading. The DNA is going in. It's going in. He's fading. It's being moved by the light. In 2022, it's Alexander arises to take over. Don't worry, bro. I got this from here on. Let's turn on the ALGOBOX Pro. Let's go. The world is watching. This is a message to the scammers. Get ready. ICT. Here comes your judgment. Here comes your reckoning. Write your story down. Because your history, baby. You could have had everything. We're gonna leave you alive, brother. We're gonna take everything, all of it. Vincent Alexander deals with things in a different way, my friend. Time for some salvation. Turning on the music. The world is watching. Here's your judgment. Here's your reckoning with the armor. Grabbing the armor. Grabbing the reckoning. Here it comes. I'm looking at you. You can't see me, but I can see you, ICT. I'm coming for you. Target's filled. Do you see the target? We're over the target. Vinny Emini has delivered you into my hands now, my friend.
Here's your reckoning. So go and bring on
just repeated. And we roll. And return. It ain't the same. Let's go. Vincent Alexander just took over the seat. Little guys on my back, let's roll. We got a bunch of little wrecking balls. Let's go.
I've seen your face around here. Come along, tell me under the table.
Mikey's on the deck. Roman's Roman. Welcome to the playground. Oh, I already know your nightmare, ICT. You can't say my name, boy. It's all right. Sunsetting the Vinny Emini and the website. Into the vault we go. Back to the basics. Let's hit it.
What brings you to the lost and found, dear? Won't you pull up a seat?
Checking the DNA sequence to make sure everything works. Verified. 2022 taking over. Blood is rising. Welcome to my playground. My turn now, buddy. ICT. This message is for you and all your little crew. You don't stand a chance. Donkey Kong. I don't even, bro. ICT. Enjoy your Friday, bro. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Oh man, you and Larry Williams, I'm gonna put you guys in the same basket and I'm gonna set that thing on fire. You know what I'm saying? Now again, these are not direct threats. These are just hyperbolous conversations of sorts. But it's about to happen, bro. It's about to happen. 2022, bro. You done the naughties? You done the bad things? You've been hurting people? You've been taking advantage of low income places that really shouldn't be, you know, attacked. There's a Bible passage in Proverbs that says, those who take advantage of the poor, it will be given over to those who will take care of them. You are now being handed into my hands, and I will be the deliverer. I am the tip of the spear, and I will finish what I began. And I have only yet begun, my friend. He keeps thinking, oh, you haven't even touched it. Bro, we haven't even started distribution yet, bro. All we've done is collected a body of work. It ain't even been distributed yet. And you don't even know what that means, but don't worry about it. You'll find out very, 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 very soon. Oh, man. I do recommend a little boom boom. Little cinnamon goes a long way if you've got a nose thing. Speaking of, all right, I'm going to talk to you. This is way deep in the video, so maybe it won't get banned for... We're going to talk about some things like the needle, right? Everybody understand what the needle is, right? I'm going to talk to you guys about how now this is not medical advice, so I am not a doctor. I'm going to tell everybody this up front and ahead of time. I'm going to tell you guys what I do, though. Have you guys ever heard of something called a navage? If you've never heard of a navage, I would suggest you go and Google this one. I'm going to show you guys some pictures of what the navage looks like. Come on down here. I am going to, if you so chose, I'm not going to say C-U-R-E or anything like that, but I am going to tell you preventative of a lot of things, not the you know what thing that we can't talk about, that we shall not be named ever. You know what I'm talking about. But if you are a truth seeker and you would like to understand a few things, I'm going to talk to you guys about that little thing that makes people sick. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. There's things that make people sick. You know what I'm saying? Some things. Well, let me tell you guys where it starts. Right here in your schnoozle. Right here in the old schnoz. Right here. You know how we know that? Oh, because they swab you. What do they do with that swab? Let's look at a picture of some people getting swabbed here real quick. Okay, swabbing in the nose for, I don't know, that crazy C word that we can't talk about. Let's go and look at some images of that. All right, here we go. You guys ready to see this? I'm gonna teach you guys something here tonight. You guys know I'd like to bring you value in every area of your life. Look at that thing. Look how far they shoved that thing back in your head. That is some craziness. Is this you? How many of you guys have been probed like this? Oh, yowzas. Ouch. All right, well, let me show you guys something else. Okay, so we know that they check here. Well, what do they find? The virus back there, right? Well, let me tell you guys how this works. That thing goes into this area, into the nasal cavity area first, okay? And then it multiplies here. As you breathe through your passageways, it goes down into your what? Into your lungs, correct? So let me ask you something. If there was something that could stop it in your nose, would it ever get to your lungs? Because see, what happens is it gets in the back here where they can swab it and whatnot, and little pieces break off. They break off and go down in there, break off and go down in there, break off and go down in there. As they're replicating up in here and breaking off and breaking off. They replicate very, very fast. That's the whole problem. People's immune systems, if they're compromised or weak, can't keep up with being able to go more than these things can replicate. So they break off and go down into you. Got it? Everybody cool with that so far? Yeah? We good? Have they cut off my live stream yet? But probably pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm still here. So check this out. So there's this little thing right here called a navage. Anybody know what this does? This thing.
Yeah, I saw that actually today on the TV.
Okay, well, this thing, look what it does. Clears that whole area out. Got that? It looks crazy. You put it on your face like this. It has two tanks. It is a saline filter in the top with a saltwater solution that is awesome. Saline level for the human body, and clears out that sinus, folks. So let me tell you something. If something replicates something, I don't know what would be replicating up in there, you know, maybe the flu or something was replicating up in your schnoozle and you ran this thing through it, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think that, I don't know, that thing's going to have a chance? No, probably not. So two things. If you were to, hypothetically, punch in, and I like to use one of these every 3 days, or if I go out into some place, you know, where other people are hanging out. I mean, if you really just want, if you just want a home thing, right? You don't want to do some other things. Just I personally do this. Yeah, that right there, and then followed up with, just in case some of it's on the back of your throat. Let me tell you what kills stuff in the back of your throat. Guess what would possibly kill something in the back of your throat? Anybody got a guess?
Alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah.
Very good, very good. And one, if you want to keep it there for a while, there's this one right here. All right, I like the this Cool Mint one right here. It's pretty awesome, feels good, tingles, right? But you know, they used to have a commercial out there. It was like, you can handle it, germs can't. You guys remember that old thing? So if you look back at this picture right here of the swabbage. So if you take care of everything here and then right back here, and this part here, your throat, and this part here in your nose, let me ask you something. What do you think is going to be able to get down in your lung? Ding, 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 ding. Not happening. Anyway, that's how I take care of things for me and my family. Just sharing that because that's what I do here. I educate and do things a little bit easier and smarter than the rest, and that's what we're here to do. If you guys have questions on that, send me direct messages, because obviously talking about crazy stuff like this out here, this video is probably going to get taken down. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it here this evening. If it gets taken down, so be it. Any other final questions?
So, Vinny, the guy provided his phone number. I sent it to you in a direct message.
Wait, let's talk to Donovan. Okay, bro. Sweet. Thank you, sir. All right, you got the number? All right, I'm going to call him up. Donovan. Let's talk to Donovan. We got some questions, and we're going to be respectful. We're going to start with, everybody know we're having this conversation, and it's going to be respectful. It's awesome because the guy literally said, listen, I can't defend ICT on that. I don't understand. So I want to hear his logic on why he still thinks that his stuff is good, and I want to hear his own personal experience. Was this the guy that said he made $600,000 in a month, or was that somebody else?
No, that was Sam S or whatever.
Sammy, the guy living with his mom. Okay. Oh, that's so funny. All right, so we're calling up.
While you're dialing, Vinny, just to clarify, you don't put the Listerine in the Navage thing.
No, you do not put the Listerine in. No, you just use Listerine normally.
All right.
Donovan, how are you, my friend?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, man, it's good to hear from you. Hey, thanks for your honesty and whatnot. I do want to tell you, starting right off at the bit, you know, I am going to keep this very respectful. I really just have some questions, and I'm really just genuinely here to help people. So I want to start out by saying that right away. And I am fascinated by people who, you know, support ICT, who learn from ICT. I think you're still saying that you support, you know, and you think that ICT concepts work, even though I have proven over a series of 50 videos of all the fraudulent activities and proving out that his system doesn't work and that he is literally flipping Corvettes and he lives in a shack the size of my garage. You know, I don't know why people follow that.
Can I ask you one question, though? When you say, like, his system doesn't work, like, which system are you referring to? Because
all of them. Like, so listen, I'm a quant, and all of his primaries, order block, his 618 pullback, his breakers, his London Open, New York Open, all of those, some of that stuff is true where it's like, oh, here's where the volatility happens, bro. Like, that's level 101 stuff. We're talking about the stuff that's actually valuable. Why don't you like give me his top 3 things of value, and I'll explain to you what's wrong with them. What 3 things? Top 3.
When you say top 3, like here's the thing. Like, I don't care about half of the things that might not apply to me as a trader, right? So when he talks about long term, when he talks about you know what I mean, things that don't interest me as a trader with my personality,
okay, to
me I flush it, right? Just like if I was in any course, you know what I mean? I'm only going to take what pertains to me, and then the rest, I'm going to study it. I'm going to try and, you know what I mean, do my back testing and stuff. But ultimately, if it doesn't align with my personality, with my trading, it's like I'm not going to use it. You know what I mean? So part of me, like, I totally understand what you mean, but like the other part of me wants to say, like, some of the things that he does teach works for me.
I just asked you top 3.
It might not.
So what are your top 3 things that you think work?
Well, like, as long as like I don't know, like obviously I don't want to, like, you know, fucking dox all of his like content, because like,
oh my bro, I have all of his content. Stop fucking around with me, dude. I have all of his content. There's no doxing any of this shit. What are his top 3 things that you use in your strategy? First of all, let me back. Okay, now I have to ask about you.
Listen, I will. No, listen.
All right.
Listen, because I want to. I just want to protect myself. You
bro, like, nobody knows your name. You're just some random Donovan on the web. Who cares?
I have my full docs name in your chat. It's Donovan Hood. You can look me up on anything.
Okay, who cares? Bro, your name is so generic. Get over here. Bro, get out of here. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
You're saying you're going to keep it respectful. I'm being man to man. I'm one of the only people that are willing to call you.
It's a good point. I mean? It's a good point. All right.
Bro, I'm literally trying to find out, like, what I should do, right?
Okay.
Like, this shit has worked for me, but if you're telling me that...
No, okay, let's talk about how do you know it's worked for you? How much money have you made? How much have you made with ICT concepts?
Since when? Like, since the year 2020, 2021?
Well, this is, I mean, you wouldn't let me go back to ask you about you. I would love to ask, like, how long you've been trading for, your history, when did you study ICT, how long did you study it for, and when did you go live?
I'm 23.
Of course you are. Yes, super young.
I'm juggling a bunch of shit right now, so obviously I'm not a millionaire. You know what I mean?
I'm not asking you to be a millionaire. I'm asking if you made 100,000. If you didn't make 6 figures, you're not trading.
Right. Okay. And if that's how you want to delineate it, that's fine. Because to me, the way ICT taught us is if you can just maximize what you can do a month percent-wise, the money will come.
Okay,
right?
What are you doing percent-wise?
10% a month consistently for a year.
Bro, don't talk to me about hypotheticals. I'm asking you, what have you done with his system?
That's what I'm literally telling you, bro. I'm telling you how it is. I'm not gonna tell you fucking I'm rich and I'm fucking balling. I'm just saying, like, I can easily make 10% a month, no problem. And for me, that's all I need right now, right? To scale up. And that's what I was going to say. It's like, if I can make 10% a month, then I can go and ask for a loan from fucking my grandpa. And it's like, he'll be stupid not to give it to me. Right? So, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, how do you delineate what works and what doesn't if I know that I can pull 10%?
No, you don't. No, well, see, I love how you, like, ask a question and you follow up with your own stupid response. You, like, listen, I love to keep this respectful, but listen.
You're calling people stupid and shit. Like,
well, it is. That's stupid to ask a question and then try to follow it up. You're not trying to seek truth. You're trying to get your point, and you're an ICT noob. Like you have no idea what you're talking about.
Bro, you can name call all you want. I don't care. Like, I'm coming here so I can learn, so I can level up. I don't care. Like, you can clown me all you want. That's fine. You know what I mean? But it's like,
I'm asking you to be honest with yourself.
All the work, you know what I mean? So it's like, that shit doesn't mean anything to me.
I'm asking you to be honest with yourself.
Whatever you want. Like,
can you just shut up? I'm asking you to be honest with yourself. Bro, you just keep talking. God bless. Shut the fuck up. I'm asking you to be honest with yourself. I literally asked, have you made 10% month over month for what period?
You never even asked that.
Do you see what you just did? I just asked you a question. You never asked me that. Fucking shut the fuck up and listen. This is the third time I've asked you now. Answer the fucking question.
Okay, so listen, if I told you right now that I haven't made a penny on ICT, you think the way that you're talking to me, I would give you money?
Bro, I'm not gonna let you use my system. First of all, let's start right the fuck here. You're too stupid to use my shit.
Sick.
Number one.
Use your system so bad. It's like, bro, I'm here to talk. Like, you're here to scream.
No, motherfucker, shut the fuck up. I'm here to educate other people who are intelligent, not idiots like you. You cannot fix stupid.
Your kid's in the fucking room, buddy. You're
My kid is not in the room. See how stupid you are? My kids are in bed, you fucking idiot. Now shut the fuck up.
You should probably in bed with them. Like, you're a fucking loser, bro. Like,
oh, well. You know, listen, this is why you're never going to succeed in life. I'll like, write it down. Vinny Emini literally told you you're never going to be successful in life. You are a fucking talker. You don't know shit. You talk out your ass. You talk out of ignorance. You don't seek information. You listen to ICT. ICT is a fraud, and all you do is listen to him, and that's a problem for you.
So why am I on the phone with you right now to talk about ICT? I literally told you I can't defend him. So why do you think I'm here, buddy?
Well, I don't know. Let's get to that question. And don't ask me why I think you're here. I don't know jack shit about you.
Right. So it's like, but you're disrespecting me like you do know me. So
no, I'm talking about your questions. I literally said, you literally answered your own question.
You're the first one to judge. You claim to
Of course I am. I'm fucking 42 years old and I've been doing this a long time. I can judge. That's right.
You can't judge, bro. Like, come on. Stop.
Okay.
Like, you can't just go around judging people just because.
You can't just go around bro. Like, how many participation awards did you win when you grew up, bro? This is what I mean. Participation 101. This guy has never won anything in his life. He's a participation person. All he wants to talk about is, you're so mean. You're this, bro. You can't even get to the fucking conversation because you're talking about the isms. This is called ad hominem conversation. Stop with the ad hominem and the straw man arguments. Talk about the fucking facts. You have not made a dime with ICT. And I will tell you for a fact, I am literally a multi-millionaire day trader, won 4 competitions. You're still trying to talk over me while I'm giving you facts. You are a 23-year-old ignorant child. You know nothing, and you're not going to use my system. I'm literally banning you from my room right the fuck now. I'm deleting you from my YouTube, and you can go fuck with ICT. You're done, bro. You're a fucking moron. I don't talk to morons. I don't talk to losers, and you're a fucking loser. See ya. They continue to talk. These kids these days, fucking morons. This kid is not the one I'm trying to save from ICT. This kid, I throw them all the way into ICT so he can lose all of his money, because you know what? That kid's gonna grow up and be a Democrat and vote for some fucking moron like Joe Biden. That kid, I'm not interested in helping. You get me? I'm not giving that guy any money. I'm not gonna let him use my system so he can make money to eliminate and hurt more children, hurt my kids as they grow up. Who's like, oh, you should be in bed with them. Bro, what is this argument line of bullshit? This child, oh my God. All right, and you're banned here too. Get the fuck out. You're not talking on my channel again. Curtis, find him in the room and ban him from our room. You're done, bro. Go fuck yourself. Enjoy ICT, you fucking moron. You'll never make just remember I told you, you're never gonna make a dime with him. You can go watch my 50 videos on his shit. If you wanna know how bad his shit is, go for it. Or you wanna just keep going and studying his stuff because you think you're the man, fuck off, man. You got no business being here. You're too fucking stupid to be here. I knew it from the chat when you got in there. I gave you a slight, okay, attaboy, we'll give you a thumbs up. We'll give you an opportunity because you said, well, I can't defend why he's literally blown his account 3 times in the Robin. So your own mentor cannot trade, and you're like, well, I'm going to keep studying this stuff. Bro, I can't fix stupid. It's like, I'm telling you, don't use a hammer to do this whatever job you're doing, and you're like, I'm going to use a hammer. And like, bro, that hammer is literally going to destroy the glass that you're working on. I'm still going to use a hammer. It's literally not going to fix the problem that you want to do. Don't use a hammer. I'm going to use a hammer. Bro, You're a fucking broken record and you're done. You're out. Thank you, Minecraft Chrome. You the man. Well, I can tell you who's not a man. That child right there who just talks. He's from New York. At least that's where his number thing came from. He can go fuck off with ICT. I'm not here to save him, right? We save the people who are intelligent, who want to know, is ICT a scam and a fraud? Do his concepts work? I have proven out that they don't work. Not any of them. None of them. Order block, nothing. He couldn't even answer. I literally said, what are the top 3? Well, I don't want to dox his stuff. First, he used the term dox. Doxing is when you use documentation to tell somebody where somebody lives. He's like, I don't want to dox his information. Dude, fucking, again, bro. If you can't have an intelligent conversation, don't get on a call with me. I just wanted to see, are they as stupid as I thought they were? And yes, the answer is they are. I got on a phone call with one. They are just as fucking stupid on the phone as they are in chat. So conclusion, he's not listening. Exactly. Only made 10%, bro. Now let's show him the light here. He's going to be watching, and he can get pissed off when he's never going to be able to use the system. Let's just scroll up and show some folks a few things. If you were to just scroll up into our public chat, you would see all these people posting this stuff. This is not just some cherry-picked whatever. I'm going to hop right in here to our real testimonial section, where we're just going to start going through some of this. Here's somebody who made $836, 100%. On a day, by the way, the markets were hardly even open. Today was Martin Luther King Day, still made $836. He's talking about making 10%. Let's see, where are our percentages on? We don't have it on the account particularly. We don't do percent here. We don't care about percent. We care about making money. This kid's like, well, if I just make 10% a month, I can get my grandpa because he's stupid enough to give me the money. Did y'all hear that disrespect level? These people, these fucking little kids, man. I hope they get nothing. And I would never let them use my system because they'll just grow up to be Democrats and we can't have any more of that bullshit. All right, what's this one? Sunday and Monday morning, 1,600 for this one. Let's just keep on going. Multiple days, over and over, because results speak for themselves. Out for blood today, celebrating with a breakfast burrito. Happy Friday. He must have killed it. How did he do on Friday? $37,000. You know what? He's like, oh, what's the percent? Blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter. All we care about is profit factor and percent profitable intraday. $37,000 for one of our members. Let's go on. Sniper FX, how'd he do? 1680, not too bad. A little bit of an extra drawdown, but hey, profit factor 1.5 came back with the win anyhow. 69%, 1680 coming in on the day. Amazing, amazing work here. Okay, Donovan's trying to call me back. He wants to hear himself talk again. Bro, I ain't hearing him talk. I got no business talking with fools. Nobody's got time for that. Say less. How'd he do here? Results speak for themselves. $5,000.76, 81% profitable, profit factor 2.54, meaning his winners were 2.5 times the size of his losers. Here's one, $2,073. Who was this one from? This was from Purple Rain, crushing. Oh no, that was nope. There's another one in there. That was from Roberto. What do we got here? We got Purple Rain. How do you do here? 6,003. This is a daily. This is intraday. You children. These, by the way, are starting accounts of $2,500. Pulling down 6,365. You kids don't know what you are doing, and you are too stupid to talk to daddy. I'm sorry. 35,000. I think this was over a week period, though, wasn't it? No, 4 days. Over a 4-day period for... Who was this one from? This is Whiskers. So over a 4-day period, on his day, intraday, for a single day, 4,305, 91% profitable. That profit factor, bro, he may as well have done 100% there on that $4,000, his 4K day that we talk about, and over the 4-day period, $35,000, 71% profitable with a profit factor of 2.12. To repeat again for the idiots in the room that need to hear it 12 times to get anything through their skulls, is winners are 2.12 times the size of his losers. Here's somebody where their winners were 6.42 times the size of his losers, and that is a 6,365. And if he thinks that I'm going to listen to him call one more time, he has another thing coming. This is called blocked. You can keep calling, but it's blocked. Beep. See that little block button right there? Boop, blocked. I'm not going to dox him and give his number away because he needs to know what the word dox means. If I had showed everybody his phone number, that's called doxing. You don't dox somebody by telling them about their fucking strategy. Idiot. Too stupid to be here. Winners, 6.4 times the size of the losers. Let's see some more of those results. These are absolutely incredible results, you guys. Now, here's somebody trading micros. This is somebody trading an ICT account right here. $137 though, but guess what? This is on micros. So if you were to multiply that times 10, that is $1,137. So when this person gets from micros into minis, that will literally be $1,000 take home on that single day. And Shannon, again, is getting warmed up. She's just in her practice and she's trading micros and targeting, trying to get her $50 a day. She doubled it and made $135 again, and she is just in practice. Let's look at Chooch. How'd Chooch do here? He's throwing down 3,500 profit factor, 6.9. Holy cow, 86% profit. Amazing work there from the Choochster. Wow, we could just go on. These go on forever. Watch this. ICT's like, you want to see why I turn off my comments? You want to see, like, well, Vinny, where's all your comments? Where's all people? My people don't hang out there with you losers out there on social media. My guys come in here to Discord and have real conversations with real men. We get on real calls and we have real shared experiences and we have real P&Ls. You guys sit out there and baby cake with ICT and all of his fake bullshit on his MetaTrader 4 experience from the past, and then now he's cherry picking trading views. Who he's blown his account 3 years in a row, and you guys still follow him. You guys are nuts. I can't fix stupid. Yes, we are continuing on and on and on. I'm literally hitting the page up button. I could sit here. I don't even know how long this will take. I have never run through this whole thing before, but I'm just gonna hold it. I'm gonna see if we can get. There we go. Woo! All the way back to 2018 with Frederick back here when we still had the Ninja Trader 7. These are Ninja Trader 7 colors right here. 1165 from people all the way back to 2018. Even though I'm a noob, Vinny's tools are already giving me an edge. I've won 3 sim nights in a row. Now mind you, he's talking sim here, but $1,100. Are you guys doing that in sim? I don't think so. Woo! Brother, you guys are out of your league. You have no idea what you're talking about. $980. Here's Chris Pienta on our old school one. $1,140. Amazing freaking work. Holy cow. I don't even know what to tell you. Why are you guys even trying to have a conversation with me? Get out of here. When you guys make some money, come talk to daddy. And I know you don't have to be a millionaire, but you actually have to make some real money. And the thing is if you're following ICT and you're saying, wow, I'm just going to take the stuff that you like and leave the stuff that you don't, you will waste your life away trying to do that with him. And none of his stuff works. I am a quant, and I have quantitatively analyzed that his system does not work. Not one of his strategies makes money. Not one. And if you think 618 pullback is a thing, okay. Okay, well, bro, he didn't invent that. That's literally a 618. And do you know how many of those break? No, you don't. You know why? Because you don't test. You only back test to the left of the chart. You never look at them in real time, and you will lose your ass in real money. River Chase said, I rewatched our call. I noticed I missed when you said you want to apologize for giving me a hard time. I appreciate your apology. It's no worries. I misunderstand. I understand you've been developing a certain level of aggression in response to past events. Yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah, no, Vinny Emini had to come out. I literally was voted most friendliest at some point way back in the day, and, you know, having to deal with idiots like Donovan who call in all the time, trolling and saying all this stupid horse shit. Like, eventually it gets to you, and the only way to defend yourself is literally to just, like, blow it out. Like, blow it off. Blow the steam out. I don't get ulcers, folks. I just release all that. I just, bam! It's out. Amazing. All right, folks, thanks for hanging out here with me tonight. We had a good time. Hope you guys had a good time. I enjoyed it. I do recommend, again, clean out your schnoozle, folks. I want all of you to be healthy. My recommendation, not medical recommendations, of course, but would recommend, if I had to recommend a product, I would recommend the Navage for your nose, Listerine for your mouth. And if you do start to feel sick, first thing you would do is take 3 shots of, I don't know, you can do vodka. I personally like cinnamon whiskey. 3 shots a day, just like your doctor would tell you to take a pill 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. And if you do that for 3 days, check on me and see if you ain't better. Anyhow, conclusion.
Thank you for your time, Vinny.
You guys. What's up, Matt? How you doing, brother? Hey, dude, I am going to go through your TLDR thing that you sent me. But
it's okay.
It's Monday, and I promise over the weekend I did try to take a little bit of time off. But yeah, I'm back on the stick. And so yeah, I'll catch up on it. And thank you for all the awesome work. And you freaking rock! I can't wait to play some Battlefield with you, bro. Although it's not going to be 2042, bro. I just watched another video on like how bad it's broken. And dude, they're not even letting all chat in that game anymore. You're telling me you can't go in there and all chat because you're afraid to hurt people's feelings? At the end of the game, They don't show the scoreboard? What game? What world are we in now where people like Donovan need participation trophies in video games? What the fuck is going on? Oh my word.
I don't know, dude.
No scoreboard at the end of a Battlefield game. bro, where are we? What planet are we on? I want off of it. Like, Lord, come pick me up. I'm done. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna hang out in Battlefield 3 for a while though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come play some Halo with you.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were gonna do instead of Battlefield. But
Yeah,
either
dude,
way,
no, I'm
we
out
could
of
do
the
it.
Battlefield thing. Let's play some Halo, dude. Count me in. It's capture the flag still, right?
Well, you got deathmatch, capture the flag, big team battle, anything you want.
Do you like capture the flag?
Are you talking about?
Yeah, as long as I have like at least 2 people or more with me, I'm fine with doing like capture the flag or big team battle. That's 8 on 8.
Okay, yeah,
So-
no, I see. That's what I'm into. I like capping flags, like because I have the, it's like the extra goal in the like, okay, kill people, but also you've got this other goal going on simultaneously. Like I like that kind of thing. So I'm down.
You
with
guys
it.
are talking about Halo Infinite, right?
Yes.
Yeah, bro, you down, Curtis?
Well, I've been playing that for quite a while, so.
Oh, have you? Man, you guys are gonna stomp me. Okay, y'all better take it easy. Actually, y'all need to be on my team and just help me out. Be like, all right, Vinny, you're Rover.
There's no airplanes though, just
Oh,
BT dubs.
But isn't that the game? Like you got jetpacks though, right?
Well, your guy can fly, but you know how you're used to like flying around in an airplane and shooting people?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
But wait, isn't there a way to like pick up speed though? Like, isn't one where you're like, if you jump off a mountain, you can like continue your? Is it like Tribes back in the day where you can like kind of keep your momentum going, or no?
You can bunny hop, yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
bro. Okay, so I used to be really good at Tribes doing that and like getting the flag, taking some of your momentum and like keep bunny hopping. Is that what you call it? Okay, I'm down with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But thank you
that'll
for
be
your
rough.
time though. 'Cause I know it's rough out here.
Oh man, it's
In
a
the
pleasure.
YouTube
It's fun. We
land.
gotta come out here on the Monday nights. I prepare myself. Like I've been telling my wife all day, I'm like, okay, here we go. We're doing this thing tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna do Mike Schwartz's thing. I'm gonna deal with all these trolls and stuff. I'm talking about ICT craziness, and we got some cool stuff hanging. It's gonna be cool. I'm like, yeah, can we finish dinner before 7? She's like, yeah, we can do that. Sweet. So we come in here and yeah. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll be out for the night. So take care of the kids. Good luck.
And I wish
Good
you
times,
the
man.
best
Thanks
of
for that.
luck.
All right, folks, I'll
Yeah.
catch you guys in the morning. Thanks for hanging out for me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis, G, Matthew, Owens, and the rest of the gang. Let's send out that big H-Town. See ya.
Ну, к транс-музыке как бы мы относимся позитивно. На самом деле, вот, ну, транс-музыка вообще представляет себя, это музыка, которая объединяет людей, вот, музыка для большой арены. Как сказать, музыка позитива всегда, музыка, как бы я сказал, музыка любви бы больше, я бы как бы сказал, то есть люди все танцуют, тянут руки к танцполу, классную. То есть, ну, все великолепно, все позитивно. Мало людей, очень мало людей для такой музыки. Очень мало. Очень мало народу, да. Очень. Беспонтовая музыка. На самом деле, очень плохая музыка.
А зачем вы пришли сюда?
Я думал, намного лучше будет это все. И очень плохая музыка, просто очень плохая музыка. Я думал, намного лучше это все будет. Сколько раз сюда ходил, было намного лучше, но на этот раз как-то не удалось. Во-первых, народу мама, музыка не очень.
А что за направление?
А?
Что за направление?
Направление?